Goes by T-REV, so we'll call him that as well. And he joins us now.
People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss. This something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have the backs. I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps.
All right, so what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. It's 2/25/2024. We are here, and yes, we got some topics to talk about. Elijah View and Audrii Cunningham. Other Aaron, what is going on? Nice to see you. 11 Summer Moon, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I don't know, man. It's like when I looked at this story, I immediately got Quinton Simon vibes. As soon as I read the first article, it hit me like that. I'm like, damn, this reminds me of when Quinton Simon was in the landfill, right? Like that's what this reminds me of. Is that what's going to happen here? And why was he sent over to some man's house for disciplinary? What are they? Disciplinary issues or for what, a 3-year-old? Really? Like that's what the fuck is going on? That's weird to me. And as you're coming in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. We are going to dive into these topics. We're going to call and talk to people like yourself. And we're going to watch some clips and go over things and figure out what the Quinton Simon vibes are about lately. You got Audrii Cunningham. Yes, Audrii Cunningham. We're keeping up with that. My docuseries on that should be dropping. I want to say tomorrow, but I don't want to make no promises for everybody. I don't want to make no promises, but this week 100% is dropping this week. I've been working on it all last week and had to change all the bit of information as it kept updating like this. So, you know, as you're covering a story like this so extensively, there's always information funneling out. So for instance, after, you know, I was on the internet just sleuthing around and I found some paperwork that only one news station obtained. And it was paperwork on them dropping the ball on the case. What's going on, Georgianne? Welcome to the stream. The other Aaron, Zoe, Alicia, Hannah, how you doing? What's going on, Root? Crazy Chick. Bernadette, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hold on, let me bring this up real quick. Let me share my screen. Because I want to dive into some of this, right? And we're going to. I want to read this article, too, because it says specifically here, it says, Wisconsin mother sent missing 3-year-old son to man's home for disciplinary reasons, prosecutors say. What disciplinary reasons are you sending a 3-year-old over to somebody's fucking house for?
Get the fuck out of here!
You take care of that shit on your own. What's going on, Whoopsie? Welcome to the stream. KC Chiefs for life. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Glad to have you guys tonight. Nice to see everybody. Tracy, Mucka. I think I already seen Delana. Macy, what's going on? Nice to see you. Hazel Eyes. Alicia. Sandra, how are you doing? Let me catch up to some of y'all. 11, welcome to the Rap Gang family. Thank you. Virgo 22, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate the support to the channel. I really do. Thank you, Hash. What's going on? Sweet Toughness, welcome. I like these early lives, Zoe said. Well, this week we're going to try to get back into that. But we'll see how it goes. MRI again this week. Not worried about it. I think we'll be all right. I think I'm fine. I've been feeling okay. So what's going on, Smoke? Nice to see you, bro. Maybe I'll bring you on as a guest pretty soon, bro. If you want to, hit me up. Rebel, what's going on? She just wants to say hi. Oh my God, discipline at 3. I mean, that's what it is. We're going to read it right here because I want you guys to hear the details if you haven't. It says, as the search continues for a missing 3-year-old Wisconsin boy, more details on the days leading up to his disappearance have been released. In court on Friday, prosecutors shed light on the reason the 3-year-old Elijah View was in the Two Rivers community when he was last reported seen Tuesday, February 20th. She initially sent that child for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residence. What is that? Manitowoc County District Attorney I don't know her name. Jocelyn? Maybe it's Jocelyn. Jocelyn Labrie said she was aware of the tactics used and the lack of care provided. This wasn't an intentional thing by her. Labrie believes View's mother, Katrina Bauer, maybe that's how you say it, Bauer, Burr, whatever, sent her son to the home of Jesse Vang, who used disciplinary tactics on the little boy. Bauer lives in Wisconsin Dells, and investigators believe she sent her son to Vang's house for a week, and now they are both facing charges of child neglect. The View family told us they have no idea how Katrina Bauer and Jesse Vang knew each other, and the View family has not spoken with Bauer in 3 years. Now, it says Vang, who recently served 6 years in prison for the distribution of methamphetamine, is the person prosecutors believe is responsible for the child's disappearance. So basically, are they saying that Elijah's dead? Because they're saying right here that this man is responsible. But in all reality, mom is too. Meanwhile, Labrie said in court that allegedly, by the way, everything that you hear on here is allegedly. If it hasn't been said by law enforcement, it is not true. Again, everything you hear on here is allegedly. I'm reading from articles. We're watching clips. So everything you hear here is speculation and allegedly. Just making that clear. Now, I don't understand. What is she doing sending this man over, like sending her little baby 3-year-old over to this guy, Vang, who recently served, again, 6 years in prison for the distribution of methamphetamine, is the person prosecutors believe is responsible for the child's disappearance. So what is going on there? Smoke his ass. Meanwhile, Labrie said in court that during interviews with police, Bauer changed her story multiple times when asked where she was this week, so charges of contempt could be forthcoming. Elijah's family read a court statement about why they believe Bauer should not get cash bail. They are the last two to have seen our baby Elijah at this moment and are the prime suspects. So until we find the truth as to the whereabouts of Elijah, we would like to make sure these two are readily available for questioning, a family member said. The court commissioner acknowledged Elijah's disappearance cast a shadow over Friday's hearing, but the only charges brought forward to the point were the child neglect charges. That, of course, pulls at the court's feelings and emotions and heartstrings for the care of the child, but it doesn't change the nature of the charges from any other neglect case. Manitowoc County Judge Patricia Coppa said, I think that's where Stephen Avery was, Manitowoc County. I mean, that sounds familiar. Correct me if I'm wrong. They said Manitowoc County Judge Patricia Coppa said, I suspect that as charging decisions are made, there could be other charges added. Judge Coppa set a bail for Bauer at $15,000 and $20,000 for Vang. Both are scheduled to be back in court Monday, February 26th at 1:30 p.m., which is tomorrow. Just down the road from the courthouse, a small cinema was the headquarters for the community's first search party efforts in Manitowoc after searching for Elijah for 2 days in Two Rivers. We're going day by day, just really doing whatever we can, anything we can. We still have a lot of hope to find him. Elijah's aunt, Sue, I don't know her last name said, but you see a lot of this on TV. You don't realize that it's truly a reality. And so to really see this is heartwarming and it's overwhelming. The support and love, it just really shows that there are good people out there and really here to help us find Elijah. Law enforcement also ramped up its presence, though quietly, and a Two Rivers search was used as an expanded headquarters. Another search party was organized for Saturday morning to start at 9:30 a.m. What? At the I don't even know how to say that. Nosata Beach? Maybe I don't know what that says, but again, Neshotaah. Maybe my Wisconsin people can call in and tell me that what that says. Neshotaah Beach on the north end of Two Rivers. Police say Wings of Hope and North Star Rescue will be joining the search efforts on Saturday, February 24th, which was yesterday. So anyone with information on Elijah's whereabouts is asked to contact police at 920-686-7200. What does that say? The video above plays what? Let's watch it then. Where's it at? That's a crazy story. Like, I don't get that. Thank you, Marks. I appreciate that. I'm so behind the help catching up on these cases. So am I. I appreciate the love. What's going on, Jersey Junebug? Nice to see you. Charlie T, let's talk about the video of McDougal in jail butt naked. Disrespect. What's going on, Country Diva? Welcome to the stream. I hope nobody bonds either of them out. I don't think so. I don't think nobody will. And if they do, they'll be getting watched, right? They'll be on their bumper. JPL, I'm here for, or I'm a new one here. It's been pretty good so far. Well, appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. Burning Angel. Hey, T, how you doing this evening? Thank you for covering this case. You're welcome. Thank you, Rook, for the 13 months. I appreciate your commitment, brother. Thank you so much. That's love, baby. We like that around here. Love and light. And if it ain't love and light, get them up on out of here. I live in Wisconsin, and in the news, they said they found one of his slippers by the dumpster. I wonder what else they found that maybe they're not sharing, you know, because they kind of did that. If you think back, right, and we sit here and we think to Quinton Simon, they didn't really come out with too much. We knew certain things. We were told certain details. Everybody was posted out by the house. I mean, I remember this like yesterday. We covered it here. Zonia Pride. What is going on? Damn, can I find her so I can whip her ass? Woo! I like that energy. Delana, thank you for the 13 months of commitment. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn, everybody's 13 months. Thank you, Mar, for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Damn, 13 months all around here. Marks, Manitowoc is where Stephen Avery and that whole case is from. Exactly. I've watched Making a Murderer probably like 3 times. So when I hear it, I know it. She probably traded him for drugs. Don't say that. I'm not saying that. Just the thought of that is crazy. But it happens. That's the thing. People need to be aware that this shit happens. And it's happening right now. It's happening right now as we speak. And the only thing that we can do as people in the public is bring awareness to this shit by bringing it right to their face, by being in their face, by sharing it around, by screaming from the rooftops. And even if that means doing it the way we do it now, I don't give a shit. I'm willing to do it. The other era, what's going on? Kathy B. Oh my God. She's going to get off easier probably because she didn't have hands on, in my opinion. And yeah, when you look and read that, it talks about those disciplinary issues, right? The disciplinary issues. That's what she sent him over there for. Yankee Kyle, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Delata, thank you again. I appreciate the support. Show you guys some love before we get deep into this, because I want to hear from you guys. I mean, am I the only one fired up? They got Quinton Simon vibes out of this? Am I the only one that got Quinton Simon vibes out of this? Yeah, see, Quinton Simon vibes indeed. Tracy says Elijah's dad is Asian. They're culturally big on discipline and structure with their child. I don't agree with it, but that's how they are. Thank you for filling me in with that little bit of wisdom that you pitched right there. Outdoorsy Life says, why have children if you can't love them and care for them and protect them? So sick of these monsters. Agreed. 1000% Outdoorsy. Yes, I think you are correct, T. Let's catch up a little bit. In my opinion, allegedly, these people are all effed up, failed children. I really want to focus on the location of the shoe and the positioning. T-REV is very odd. Where was the shoe and the positioning at? Let's dive into that too.
Volunteers conduct a search of the Two Rivers area for 3-year-old Elijah Boo. Elijah's
Crazy
family
as hell,
watches
man.
in disbelief. We spoke to the uncle making a plea for someone to come forward with information.
I mean, if they know where he is, we'd love to have him back. Other than that, we're as clueless as everyone else.
Pretty scary situation, I can only guess.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
At one point, we caught up with police after items were found outside an apartment complex, but they wouldn't confirm whether those items belonged to Elijah. Many of those helping with the search for the young boy are parents themselves or work at the school.
And it's just terrifying because I work with kids, and it's like I work for the school district here, and it's like, oh my God, this could be a little kid I can know, you know, and it's just terrifying.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, they are. I agree with you on that, Marks. I really do, because or Mar. I'm gonna call you Mar. We already got a R in here, but listen, I'm gonna call you Mar because Mark sounds crazy when I look at your picture and you're a woman. So I don't want to call you Marks. I'm gonna say Mar. But anyways, Mar. I do agree with you. I'm looking at these names. When I first seen what was it, Manitowoc County, I fumbled with that one at first, and even still do sometimes. So definitely hard to say. It's definitely seen a lot of like towns and names that were big and weird. I'm like, well, damn.
Situation, I would want as many people as can be to be looking for my child.
Search efforts even extended beyond the city as we saw fire trucks along County Road BB and
get revved up.
searching farmland. Several boats were also launching from the Twin River Public Access. That's where we caught up with a volunteer who drove from Balders to help out.
There's people here from everywhere. I think every department in the county.
So tonight, are they out there searching still tonight? Are they out there searching? T-REV shared you on my community tab. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that support. I really do support that shit. Thank you. How you feeling, T-REV? Feeling great. I feel like $1 million, like $1 million, literally. That's what I feel like right now. Hey, T-REV and the gang, what's going on? This is so sad. It is so sad. Again, that's what fired me up. That's what lit the fuel under me when I read this article about Elijah View being sent over here for disciplinary actions. When I just read this certain article, it just fucking pissed me off. I was like, you sending your child over to somebody else to be disciplined by them? Okay. Hello from Iowa. What's going on? Cheech Brown, thank you for the 1 month. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Been with you before crime when it was only music, Jay says. Shout out to you, Jay. I appreciate that, brother. And I do remember you too. So thank you for that. Macy. Bombshell. Macy, this case is crazy. Rogue House, how you doing? Nice to see you, Rogue House. Yep, Wilkins. Rogue House, that's a funny one. Bombshell, the news said they found a shoe, but they didn't confirm or deny it was the boys. Janice says, oh, I remember that case now. Yes, it is similar. Yeah, because remember there was a video that came out with at the Quinton Simon house, right? And it was like maybe people thought it was a spirit, but if you go back and relook at it after all this time, I went back and looked at it, and I think it was a light reflection. Tori, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Athena, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. The other Aaron. Arlene for the 14 months. Thank you. We appreciate you. Damn, Arlene, you've been around for a long time. They were searching for him last night.
He's out helping multiple people in all of T-REV's community is out. I mean, there's staging areas at the church. The parking lots are full. The streets.
He said, I want to know what a 3-year-old did that required her to take him for punishment. Makes me sick. And I'm gonna open up the lines right now. I want to hear from you guys more on this case. Details you may know, things that we may need to focus on. Call in and let me know about it at 219-885-9693. And hold on, let me put this up too, so you guys know the number. Here. We'll put it up. Watch videos as we continue to go. I definitely want to talk to some of y'all tonight about this case. This case is wild as hell. I hope they find him so people can be, you know what I mean? I got a bad feeling to my stomach with this one too. It just doesn't, it's not sitting right. After I read the article, it didn't sit right. It did not sit right.
It is day 6 of the search for Elijah Vu. I'm Perry Apostolakos reporting live here in Manitowoc outside the theater, which has become the volunteer search party headquarters. The 3-year-old boy's disappearance on Tuesday morning has brought people from all over the region of Northeast Wisconsin to help in the search effort.
I met Carl Wallace
but thank you for breaking the barrier, brother.
Near his property for any sign of Elijah. He lives along the West Twin River in the Two Rivers area.
At approximately 10 o'clock, I noticed lights flashing through the bedroom window.
He says he saw Sheriff's Department cars blocking off Highway BB overnight Saturday into Sunday and boats searching the river.
Becky, she said, people need to stop living in denial. Bad things happen to good people. Isn't that the damn truth? Isn't that the damn truth? You can't stop evil from, I mean, you can stop evil. That's why I talk about being vigilant. That's why I talk about all these different things that I talk about. Lock your doors, be vigilant, lock your windows, lock your cars, lock everything. Carry, put, get a gun, learn how to shoot it. Use your rights, right? Protect yourself, because this is what's happening. And bad things can happen to good people and it does all the time. So don't trip over that. It's always happening. It's happening right now. But the way to prepare for it is to take these little steps and be vigilant when you're out here. You can never stop stuff that's going to happen from an evil person, but you can protect yourself from that. So that's why we talk about that here.
We've seen 3 or 4 different boats, Coast Guard, the pontoon boat, an airboat.
I went to the river's boat launch around midday Sunday and saw several cars, at least 2 of them labeled as K9 search and rescue vehicles. Clayton Matuli made his way up to Manitowoc County from Oshkosh to join in the search effort.
We decided to come up this way just because we want to help make a difference. The more people that we can get together to do this, the more we can actually maybe make that little bit of a difference.
And Jessica Guth came from Sturgeon Bay.
We have kids of our own, and so if it was one of ours, we'd want everybody to look.
We spoke with another search party volunteer, Ann Sear, earlier this week, and she is continuing to spend time looking for Elijah.
The whole thing is surreal. It's still surreal.
Really, Gemini?
I always have hope. I'm on. Until somebody can show me proof, I'm going to have hope.
3 hours away. Damn.
Two Rivers police sent in a news.
You said definitely Simon vibes. They did search today, but they said they are not going to be searching tomorrow. They're taking a day off, but they're going to start searching again Tuesday. They had a search at 9:30. Interesting. I hope he's found.
Release around noon on Sunday.
Nope, you're not getting through, unknown. I don't want to talk to you.
That they are searching city rivers, along with help from dive teams.
Not hearing it.
Day 5 in the search for a missing 3-year-old Wisconsin boy. This is Elijah Vu. Elijah was reported missing Tuesday morning from Two Rivers in Manitowoc County, triggering an Amber Alert. The search effort spanning multiple counties tonight. Dive teams searched waterways in Two Rivers today, while police, FBI agents, and volunteers combed a wooded area near where Elijah was last seen. Elijah's mother, Katrina Bauer, and a man named Jesse Vang are both accused of child neglect. Prosecutors say Bauer would send her son to Vang's home for discipline. You'll find these photos
right there. Okay, so hold up. This is dad, right? Go back. This is dad, right? Am I tripping? Katrina. Now this is her obviously mom.
You'll find her and a man named Jesse Vang are both accused of child neglect.
I said a man. So is this is not dad?
Prosecutors say Bauer would send her son to Vang's home for discipline. You'll find these photos to share right now on the 12 News app.
All right, hold on. I'm just checking all these updates.
Tonight, the search for 3-year-old
I'm checking every single update out here.
Elijah Vu has extended beyond Two Rivers and now into neighboring communities, including the boy's home city, Wisconsin Dells.
Not to be weird, but you have a really
thank
nice.
you for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank
you. The Two Rivers Police Department says it's been working.
Why would anyone require someone else to discipline their child? And what would a 3-year-old do so bad to need discipline? Another child fails. It's heartbreaking. I agree with that. Luis, you said stay alert. Bad people are always around. No one needs to be paranoid either, but just stay alert. Absolutely. Stay alert. Definitely. Make sure nobody's following you, because it happens. Sadly, my inner spirit feels he's gone. They found a shoe with dinosaurs on next to it, or next to a dumpster. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Working tirelessly to find Elijah Vu. Leads and tips have been collected, officers have been dispatched, and drones have been deployed to search the area. The boy's mother, Katrina Bauer, and a man connected to the case, Jesse Vang, are facing charges of child neglect. Bauer's bond was set at $15,000. Vang's bond is $20,000. Elijah Vu was last seen Tuesday morning in Two Rivers. Police are asking people in the area with surveillance or doorbell cameras to check for video of the boy. They're now asking for any footage between February 12th and February 20th.
They got to have something, though. Like, he can't. I'd have to look from where he was taken, right? Because that's going to be important. Where was he taken from, right? And he was dropped off over here. What is the route? And on that route, what is on the, like, is there gas stations? Is there stores? Is there a Walmart? Is there a 7-Eleven? What do we got going on from where he was brought to where he was being disciplined at? And also, what's around where he was being disciplined at, like near the house? What, you know what I mean? Is it in a desolate area? Is it, I don't know. That's what I'm interested in knowing, because then you could start looking at possibly cameras where they could be going to try to get camera footage from. But then again, you never know what businesses have cameras or not, because businesses can have cameras on, but sometimes they're not even recording. So hopefully they get a hit on that and they have something that helps them with that. Said no, dad is in prison, or dad's in prison till 2031. That's the caregiver. Okay. A little T-REV. What's going on, Gene? Welcome to the stream. Sadie says, I'm ashamed that this is happening in my home state. That's crazy.
It is now day 5 in the search for the missing Elijah Vu. I'm your Lakeshore neighborhood.
So they're pretty much out, like, on it. You would figure there would be a lot of cameras in this area, but then again, I don't know exactly where he lived at and then where Jesse lived at. I think that's his name. Jesse
Preston Stober, and I live in this community. I can say that the searches and the rescues have persisted for the last few days. But today, one search happened here at the Mikado Theater in Manitowoc, and this search was organized by a family.
We just want to know that he's safe.
This is Elijah's uncle, Orson Vu.
When I'm out there, every step I'm taking, it's just potentially closer to finding him.
He says the family found out on Facebook, like the rest of us, and they have been searching as much as possible since Elijah went missing on Tuesday.
There were a ton of people everywhere, and we were blown away. It was unbelievable.
Why is it? This is the same guy I keep seeing on all the other ones.
How much support the community gave us and were willing to help with the search.
During the search party meeting at the theater, the family spoke. Orson said there's one clear message amongst them.
Keep pushing forward. Keep trying, really. Just don't give up.
And Orson says his whole family has become a true team.
He's the uncle? I was about to say, he looks like familiar. I don't know, like that picture we looked at before, right? What's that picture at? Just seen it right here. Hold up. It looked like this. Like, look at that face. I thought they were related for a second. I'm like, hold up. Am I seeing him help search before he was arrested? Like, what am I seeing right now? Right? Interesting post. Put in live stream tab. All right, bet. Say less. I'm on my way. Let me grab it. I got you. All right. I'm looking right now. Give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up. Hold on. Okay. What is this for? Let's see. This was sent just a second ago, so we'll pull it up. Let's dive into it. Let's make it big screen and check it out. Here we go. Just so everyone knows, Jesse is a criminal. He mysteriously came into her life 3 weeks ago and wanted to be a father figure to Elijah. I have been talking to my sister every day for a year now. He gave her a car and really got her to believe that unknown is a POS for calling during me reading this. Well, give me 1 second. Again, he gave her a car. He gave her a car and really got her to believe he wanted to be there for Elijah. I have all the texts from Trina in the last month. She never once said that she wanted him to discipline Elijah. She wanted him to be a positive male role model. Jimmy is in prison for trying to kill Trina and Alina. Now it says Jimmy and Jesse sold Trina into sex trafficking years ago. These are not good people. Jesse has a good attorney right now, and the police are definitely tricking her into saying these things. Wake up, people. I have hundreds of videos of Trina and Elijah from this past year. They were inseparable. She loved that kid. I have no idea how this guy convinced her that he should watch her son. Trina needs to stop trusting the police because they are twisting everything. Now, who is this person that we're looking at? Whoever just sent this before? I see what we're saying here, but he mysteriously came into the light. I mean, that's wild. What's going on there? What do we think about this? Oh my God, that poor baby. That poor baby. This is crazy. He had her at I'll give you a car. That's what I'm thinking, Phil. And now that you say that, that's actually a good point. I'll give you a car. Oh yeah, I need a car. We can get around. This is a large criminal family here. And Manitowoc County? Again, Manitowoc County though? I'll give you, let's save this little girl. I'll give you. What you giving me? That might be the Facebook post the news said was fake. I wonder if it is. And if it is, we need to let people know that this is fake. If it is, right? We want people to know, hey, this is a fake post. But again, that's what we just read. I just wanted to read it. And as I get things, I'll continue to read them.
You know, like this happens, we all drop everything and come together, and it's truly an eye-opening thing.
On Saturday, the search gathered maps and took a more organized approach. The search has been long and hard for many involved, but Orson, he feels empowered to keep going.
It's hard. There's times where it's just like I need to take a break, but the community, out here, online, everywhere, they're so supportive, and that makes you want to just go the extra mile and just go even further.
There's another search scheduled for Sunday morning at 9:15. Once again,
okay, so that was today. So I'm just catching up on some of these videos, getting into some of the details. Let's see, mother man charge. We seen that disciplinary. Okay, here it
Marks
is.
day 4.
This is what we were just talking about.
Elijah Vu, the missing 3-year-old boy from Two Rivers. Police are reminding the public that this is a complex and multifaceted investigation, and that
You said another. Hey, Trev and Ref Gang, another child I truly believe isn't here anymore. Agreed, Faith. I agree. I think something bad happened to this little boy. It's sad to think about, right? It's sad to think about because a lot of kids are being let down these days. A lot. And I know from experience, a lot of kids are being let down these days. They don't have the right parents. You know what I mean? And it's a shame because it could be prevented in so many different ways. And of course, life is not perfect and bad things do happen to good people. We can do a lot better than what's going on. I tell you that much right now. We could do better.
they can't publicly release a lot of information. Authorities in Two Rivers acknowledged that rivers and landfills are among places where officers are searching. They say the public can help them by checking places a small child could hide or fall into and reviewing their home surveillance systems from the past few days. Searchers told Local 5 that they're doing their best to hold out hope. Criminal charges, meanwhile, are for two people in connection to Elijah Vu, including his mother. Local 5's Timothy Leteau is live from the Manitowoc County Courthouse now with the latest. Hi, Timothy.
Caitlin, Elijah's mother, and a man who lives at the apartment from where he went missing from, both had their cash bail set today. They're both being held on charges of child neglect.
Again, if you're just coming in, hit the like button and share the stream. I shared it on Twitter already. I just shared it to, I need to share it on Facebook too while I'm tripping.
Katrina Bauer, his mother, had her bail set for $15,000.
Line is open, by the way. I just see, I don't know, who is this? 458? Who the heck is that? There's some numbers in there I ain't never seen before.
Bangs is $20,000. Bang is facing a charge of child neglect, while Bauer is facing a charge of child neglect party to the crime. The Manitowoc County District.
You think so, Sheila? You think so? You believe he's deceased too? I believe he is also, and I think they're finding clues of that as they find things in the trash can. 928. It's never too late. What's going on? You're live.
Hey T, how are you? It's good to see you bubbly tonight.
I'm hanging in there. I am amped the fuck up tonight, baby. I'm telling you, this is crazy. It's crazy. this case, when I look at it, it just reminds me of Quinton Simon. Little Quinton Simon was failed too, right?
Yeah.
This is what this reminded me of immediately. As soon as I read that first article that I looked at, I'm like, damn, this is Quinton Simon vibes.
Yeah. You know, I'm not familiar with that case at all because I joined you just, a couple months ago. And I'm glad that I found you and the family. Hello, chat, everybody. But I'm in full agreement, like everybody's saying how these kids are getting let down, and all these bad people seem to be like congregating around all these kids, right?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I totally am behind that 100 bazillion% in agreement, and listening to your story, you didn't have the greatest around you. Praise be to God that nothing happened with you when you were growing up.
Okay.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have you here with us as family to enjoy.
Absolutely.
But, like right now, because this is Tracy. You probably figured that out by now.
Oh, I already know. I already know it's Tracy.
Now, my son, right? We know what happened in January. I'm trying to snag up his little girl right now because her mom's got her in a drug house around a bunch of alcoholics, around a bunch of men that I don't trust and all that, So, and who was it that was just saying that they foster to be an advocate for these little kids? I think we all need to really apply ourselves to be watching over these little kids. My heart breaks for this little boy. He is the same age as my granddaughter that I'm going to be having come to stay with me for a while.
Damn.
And, a baby that age, I mean, my granddaughter was born addicted to meth. So she has what do they call it? Those lingering effects of being born addicted, right? She has behavior problems and impulse control problems. But you know what? She doesn't deserve to be beat on or disciplined or anything like that, And like Delana said, my God, a 3-year-old's just a baby. They're still a baby. And that just ticks me off, people doing this stuff to these little guys like that. It just makes no sense at all.
Now that they found this dinosaur shoe they were talking about, it just when you see that, it's like, okay, did they find anything else? Did they find blood? Did they find any? You know what I mean? Anything?
Yep, exactly.
Anything else? Because I feel like they would hold that out. I feel like they wouldn't. They definitely wouldn't tell us, hey, yeah, we found some what appears to be blood. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, just like they withheld about Audrey's clothing being on the riverbank per Nancy Grace. They withheld that. All they talked about was that backpack.
That is true.
So I'm in agreement with you on that. I'm wondering what they're hiding from us. But, just by this Jordan James Facebook or whatever that is that you've got on the screen, that the baby daddy sold the mama into sex trafficking and all that.
Right.
And, the fact that here's this man, this older man, trying to buy her, sugar daddy her, in other words, and then wanting to step in and discipline these kids. I wonder if those guys aren't triad. Okay, I'm adjusting my tinfoil hat, but I'm telling you, most of the time, whenever I've clued in on stuff like this early in the game, it's come out, in the investigations, just like McDougal being Brotherhood, and everybody's like, nah, but, the triads are the ones that they will do stuff like that. They will make slaves out of people. They, the Asian gang.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of them?
I have.
They're mean people. They're probably the worst out of all the gangs. They do all kind of stuff. So, but I just had to wonder about that and just put my 2 cents in tonight, before we really get going, and just give you a call and bounce some things off of you, T.
Yeah, this again, what was I don't know. It's hard to say because he was dropped off over here, right? He was dropped off over at this guy's house for disciplinary reasons. So, I mean, just the sound of, okay, he was dropped off over here for disciplinary reasons. So what happened? Was he disciplinary beaten to his death? You know what I mean? Allegedly. I don't know that to be true, but I'm saying, is that what happened? Because he's now missing and he's not found yet. So, I mean, I have a bad feeling about this. I
do
super
too,
bad feeling about this.
unfortunately. As soon as I heard his name, it hit me in my chest. I was like, oh no. Because this comes right on the heels of that Harmony Montgomery case too, where she was literally beaten to death by her own dad. Did you follow that case?
Which one?
The Harmony Montgomery case?
No, I did not. No.
Oh my God, T, you're gonna have to look at it. Like, her dad carried her dead body around for a while, and then
that's crazy. What?
Then dismembered her and then hid her body. They just sent him to trial and just found him guilty on every single thing that they came against him for. But you know who failed this little girl? It was the DCS people that failed her that time. Yeah.
That failed.
They put her with her dad. Yep.
Well, they failed Audrii too.
Exactly.
They failed Audrii too, and I have that paperwork sitting right here, and it'll be I'll put it at the end of my docu-series, but I have it that they even admit to dropping the ball, and they would say they want to fix it on that end. So it's like, well, I hope that's not. I hope they figure out what's going on here in this case. It sounds like there was some effed up stuff going on. If this is what allegedly, based off of what he said here with this comment on this Facebook, talking about, just so everyone knows, Jesse is a criminal. He mysteriously came into her life 3 weeks ago and wanted to be a father figure to Elijah. I have been talking to my sister every day for a year now. He gave her a car and really got her to believe he wanted to be there for Elijah. I have all the texts from Trina in the last month. She never once said that she wanted him to discipline Elijah. She wanted him to be a positive male role model. Jimmy is in prison for trying to kill Trina and Elena. Now it says Jimmy and Jesse sold Trina into sex trafficking 7 years ago. So this Jesse guy is one of Dad's friends.
Yeah.
From
so
what
it
I'm
makes
gathering.
you wonder it makes you wonder if they're not involved. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
I agree with that, Gigi. Children are nothing more now than a moneymaker for these parents. There's a lot of those out there. I know quite a few of them.
Yeah, that's awful.
Seen it. Grew up around it.
Yeah, it's bad. They need a pay raise. They have another kid.
And it's crazy. Well, I appreciate you, Tracy. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a voice in the community. Again, this case is insane, and we'll continue following as more details comes out. We'll see.
Absolutely. All right, T. God bless. Okay.
Thank you for calling in, Tracy. I appreciate you. God bless.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye.
Lock your door. Shout out to Tracy. Good phone call. If you want to call in and be a part of the show, it's 219-885-9693. Make sure you call in. We want to hear from you. Leisure, thank you. A big shout out to T-REV, who works so hard to help the voiceless. T has the biggest heart, and the Rev Game fam is the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you, Leisure. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's so kind. That's way too kind. 253, you're on with me. What's going on?
Hi, T-REV. I just started watching your show.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's very interesting because
thank you.
I'm a mother of a missing child.
Wow.
And my daughter was 2 years old, 2.5 years old when she came up missing. And
Articles?
now
you got articles? You got articles and anything you can send me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's all over the internet. My daughter has been on Nancy Grace. She's been in People's Magazine. My daughter's case is well known. If you look up Missing Tika Lewis from Tacoma, Washington, you'll see it. It's everything.
How do I spell?
How
do I spell? I want to make sure I spell his name right.
It's her. It's
or her.
T.
It's T.
T-E-E. K-A-H.
K-A-H.
Lewis. Lewis.
Popped up immediately. Taken from a bowling alley?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
Cases,
I'm sorry to hear that for you. I mean, when did that, let me see. When did this happen?
January 23rd, 1999.
Wow. Wow. And I want to say this to you before you go on with anything else. I do want to say my heart goes out to you. I don't know what type of pain you have felt. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm glad that you are calling in to share your input, your story with everybody. Thank you so much for having the courage to do that. I just want to say that before you go on.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
And I appreciate you having me.
What were you saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what made you call in tonight? What's like, what, you know what I mean? What got your attention with this?
Elijah, because, he's 3 years old, and my daughter was 2.5 when she came up missing. So these young cases hit me hard. And his case is different from mine, though. Mine was a stranger abduction. This is like mother-boyfriend abduction, and as for me doing my daughter's case for 25 years now, and they're looking in Landfill. Well, my daughter was taken from a bowling alley, and there was Landfill right next to it. They searched everything. Now with him, like I said, the case is different, but I believe the baby's deceased, and I hate to say that.
Yeah,
I really do. But I've been dealing with this for 25 years, just like, what's her name from Texas, the one that they found. I knew when I heard of the story, I knew she wasn't alive no more. And I had talked to my case manager from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The day they found her, I told her, I believe that little girl's not alive no more. And then the news came out and she wasn't. And these stories hurt me because there's a lot of missing children coming up, a lot. And there's a lot of predators out there. And for us mothers and fathers, we have to stop this. There's got to be something we can do. These sex offenders, they need to be locked up. One strike, you're out.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yes.
Mine's still out there right now, and I've seen kids around him. The one that did it to me when I was a kid, he's still out there right now around kids, and he even has a kid and is in the same house. The one that did the same dirty things. Sick as hell.
Yep. And they need to, one strike, you're out. They need to put these people away. They need to. Because they're going to keep reoffending, and our kids are going to end up missing, or we're going to find them dead. My case is a little different, but it's been 25 years and there's no sign of my daughter anywhere, but nothing has been found of hers either.
Tika Lewis, 2 years old, Tacoma, Washington, 1999, abducted from bowling alley. Wow. Wow. That's insane.
Yeah. And I just celebrated her 25th anniversary this January. And then hearing about all these stories and these missing babies coming up, something's got to be done. And like I was telling my youngest daughter, she's 22 now. I think that they need to put little chips in our babies until they're 18, because I bet you these abductions will stop. Because you're going to be able to find your child unless they kill them, but you're still going to, find them.
Right. You'll still find them eventually. But the thing is when I look at this case, it's like, okay, is it this simple to where she dropped him off over here at Jesse Wang's house, allegedly, and he disciplined him or beat the shit out of him, and he passed away and he flipped out and hid. hit him somewhere. I mean, that's what allegedly, and this is all alleged. If you haven't heard it from law enforcement, it is not true, but I got to take it there because there's literally a post online right now that literally says he was sent over there to be disciplined. So,
yeah,
I mean, put the puzzle pieces together, and that's what I'm getting allegedly.
Right. I have 12 grandkids now, and they're from 9 and down. And I have kids. My daughters don't even want to put them in daycare because of this stuff that goes on.
And then you see the daycare videos with people beating the shit out of them. It's weird. I don't blame you. I really don't.
Yeah, but I can't be, because my kids live in different states than I do, and I can't be there for all of them. But if I could be, I would be there. I would have my own daycare, for them, because there's too many things going on in this world, and our babies are coming up missing, or they end up dying because of these predators. Get these predators off the streets. Keep our kids safe, because they're just giving a slap on the wrist and letting them go.
Again, my heart goes out to you for your daughter. I hope you get the answers that you deserve. Even if it's now or a year from now, I hope you get those answers. I
believe one day I will. But
do you have an idea or a thought? Definitely send me more. If you want to, if you send me enough information, I'll cover it.
I would love for you to cover my daughter's story and get it out there.
Absolutely.
My police department.
I'll make a docuseries on it. Just send me everything that you possibly can think of.
My police department let me down since day one. From day one, my police department let me down.
And they're still doing this shit now, and this still going on. They're letting people down. Like, for instance, when we bounce back to Audrii Cunningham, she was let down too. You know what I mean? She was let down. Her family was let down by this guy who had committed this crime, this stabbing. They had enough to get him, and that slipped by, and he ended up killing Audrii Cunningham allegedly.
Right in the first press conference with this little boy, it saddened me because they didn't give no information. When a child comes up missing, they need to give all the information out there. When my daughter came up missing, they didn't have Amber Alert. They didn't have the Amber Alert. And if they did, my daughter probably would have been found a lot sooner, than 25 years later. And this is it eats me up every day. Then I see cases like this, and it's like, man, I hope if his mom had anything to do with this, I hope she rots in prison, because that's where she needs to be. Or any parent out there that has something to do with their children being abducted or hurt, they need to rot in prison, because our kids are out here. For ones that have missing children, and we're out here day in and day out trying to find our children, and these people hurt their children.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be looking for the information from you. There's a few people that I've had sent me an information. One being Tracy with her story and her son. And that one is very, a lot of you have some heartbreaking stories. And I do want to say that I appreciate you guys even sharing your stories or having the courage to call in to share your stories. It takes a lot to do that for somebody who is somebody that passed away so close to them in such, or, a manner like this. It's super tragic. So for you guys to call in and be a voice and speak out and talk, I think that things like this could help a lot of families that have, maybe their child has been abducted in a manner where they weren't the problem to that. It just had, you know what I mean? Just in general, you guys standing out is a prime example of you don't got to close down, and that there is other people. If you speak out and you reach out to a community, there is people like myself that will pick up a case and talk about it, and it can help tremendously. I mean,
Oh yeah.
so I do, like I said, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your story, your side of things, and how you're looking at it, because you were in a similar position than this. I mean, I know every detail and every case has its own unique fingerprint, but again, thank you for calling in, sharing your story, and I'll be looking for your email too. So I don't know if you have it or not, but if you type in chat, !email, all lowercase, it'll pull up. I have it on the screen right now, and if you email me at this email that I have on the screen now, I will get all that information and be able to compact it and put it into a docu-series.
Okay, and I will do that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, and God bless you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you.
Thank you, man. Lock your doors and stay safe.
Of course.
Thank you. Shout out to her. Good phone call. I really appreciate her calling in and giving us that outlook from a mother who has, damn, her and Miss Antika abducted from a bowling alley. Yeah, I definitely want to see more about this story. And this right here, with Jesse being a criminal, right? Jesse, this criminal that, or allegedly the dad, right, he was friends with this guy. They're saying Jesse is a criminal, allegedly. All words of Jordan James that's on the screen right here, specifically saying Jimmy is in prison for trying to kill Trina, and Jimmy and Jesse sold Trina into sex trafficking 7 years ago. What's going on with that? What is going on with that? Lines are open, 219-885-9693. I just opened them back up, so if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to. You're not getting through. Show your face, not your waist. Not today, baby. Hold on, let me back down this and keep going.
District Attorney Jacqueline
That's that
LeBray
dude right here?
requested these charges and bail.
941, what's going on? You're live.
Hey, T-REV, this is Guidance. I'm on YouTube, but I don't stream like I used to, but I have quite a bit of info on the case, and I emailed you a bunch of just select, but I also emailed you a timeline frame of when he went missing in his last visual.
Oh yeah, you sent the whole 9. You're the bomb.
There's a lot more. It's hard to compact into an email. But if there's any questions or validation, let me know. Jordan is confirmed to be Katrina's brother. Jesse and Justin, they do have a history together of being acquaintances. There's never been confirmation whether they're cousins or it's their culture that calls each other cousins, but they do know each other for a long time. He was released in 2022 from federal hold, and they've been together roughly 6 weeks from what I understand.
Wow,
and
in this picture,
this
picture you sent, is that the dinosaur shoe?
Yeah.
Okay. You sent some really good stuff. Like, no, you sent a lot of everything.
I've got 3-year-old twins that are the same age as him, but they're on the spectrum and nonverbal, so I haven't been able to stream. But I can dig. I can work.
No, you definitely did a lot of digging. I'm looking at it right now. This is good work.
Yep, and the LE, I also have the rundown from the court case. They do both have court tomorrow, facing the charges because they only had the bond hearing on Friday. Basically, it looks like there's more pending charges for Jesse. Not too sure with Katrina. I did send you some information on his neck tattoo with the 920. And it tends to be a lot of gang intricacies there, pending with the area code symbolism. They were checking the Hilbert landfills, and it sounds like they just went back recently to look. Overnight, they did the river searches, which caught my attention for an overnight search. Typically, they don't, and on a weekend, for to hit 2 press releases and search overnight and make it known.
And you sent this too. That's cool. I was there when my friend found the shoe, and we're by the dumpsters, by the apartments, and they found the clothes. I didn't hear anyone say there was blood. Okay. But it was definitely a dinosaur croc. Was it confirmed to be his 100%?
No. Ellie is staying quiet. Kind of like Audrey's case in Texas. They stayed quiet on whatever was found, except for the backpack because it was already blasted everywhere. Ellie is being pretty quiet to save the integrity of the case. The family is doing searches, and they're meeting at that theater. Monday is the only day they're going to take a break for rest because they've been pounding the pavement ever since he went missing. But Ellie is still continuing on the search. I also sent you information on his bio dad. He's going to be locked up until 2031. And Jesse is also still on federal hold, supervised release. But I don't know what else. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, like when it comes to this case, and so he was taken. I just want to get this part right. The beginning timeline of this. He was taken from his mom's over to this guy's place to be disciplined. And where did mom go after that?
Oh, get this. That's another speculation on this because there's no confirmation, but that's also why they took him in because their stories and timelines were not matching.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying that she was over at the Dells and the neighbor above was online saying, no, I saw her between 10:30 and 11 when she said she wasn't even there yet. So the timelines and the stories and where they've been just does not match up. And if she doesn't have a car or a driver's license, how is she driving back and forth?
Right. Yeah. Never know.
There's a lot of things that don't add up with their timeline and their stories. And from what I understand, they're not talking either. So it could be intimidation on her part or PTSD from all the trauma because Elijah's bio dad was extremely abusive.
Now, the timeline, do you know the official timeline to this story?
I sent you it.
Mm-hmm.
Of what's been posted as official. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, I took a lot of that and just put it into a folder too. The stuff that you sent, which is great stuff, by the way.
I've got a lot more, but it's saved in different folders on my phone. Let me find it's a long green one. 8 o'clock, I know, was the last time I saw him. Okay, so 2:16, photo of Elijah and Jesse allegedly at the car shop. That's at Ross's picture that I sent you of that mechanic shop. He was supposedly getting his LifeLock ignition installed or something, working on the LifeLock ignition, you know, like the breathalyzer ignition.
Yes, ma'am.
Which does have GPS. And the owner to that shop said a lot of things, like the boy was just stone cold, did no reaction, not a typical 3-year-old. And then on 2:20, Jesse took his older child to school and came and took a nap by 11. Apparently, he left Elijah home with somebody else. I don't know who that other person is. Now, his older child, I do have to let you know, is extremely shy, on the spectrum, and is nonverbal. So he wouldn't even be able to communicate anything if he saw or did anything and when he's approached. And Katrina's oldest daughter is 5, maybe 6, and she's on the spectrum and nonverbal as well. Items were found resembled Elijah's shoe. That was on 2:20. And then at 11:48 p.m., Jesse was taken into custody. And then the next morning, the 21st, at 3:48, Katrina was taken into custody. And by the 22nd, they already searched the landfill. Now, if you remember Quinton, I followed Quinton extremely closely. They took about 3 weeks, of maybe 4 weeks. It feels like it went by so fast. But I can't remember exactly the length of time, but it wasn't like immediately within 2 days or 3 days for Quinton to search the landfill, even though they saw her by that dumpster and there was word going around that they saw her at that dumpster at the trailer park. If you remember that.
Yeah, I remember all of that. That story. Oh my God.
Me too. And see, these babies, Quinton was the same age as my twins then too. My twins are both on the spectrum and nonverbal. So this, my mom comes in, so I become super invested on these. The 23rd, Katrina was charged, and then what we do not know is she has lied about her locations. In court, it said she lied about her whole week, which makes me assume with the last video or photo proof of life on the 16th at Ross's, which is a mechanic shop in a storage area. Now, that makes sense of why the LE wants to track all the way back to the 12th. They want to follow those breadcrumbs starting on the 12th. They're going farther back than that. And Jimmy Butte is Elijah's dad. Jesse, they say it was her boyfriend, or it seems like they were recently dating, but they have a long history together. And like I said, Jordan is her brother that has been posting on Facebook. Because I've been speaking with her mom, and she did confirm that's him.
Interesting. And I'm looking at his house now. Is this apartments? Mishicot?
Yeah.
3918 Mishicot Road? Is this it? His spot?
Yeah. Let me take a look.
I gotta get this up real quick. Where's the...
I've got so many addresses in my brain right now. I know it's apartment 102 or something like that, or 2.
Let me pull this back.
But from when he saw him at 8, wasn't called until about 11. That makes me think of the same timeline. And the garbage pickup was the same day. Sounds just like Quinton.
It's weird because it won't let me drop down. Like, it won't even let me drop down in that area. You know what I mean? You know how you could drop your guy down there? It's just, they won't even let me drop.
Could be because, hey, you know what? The feds are in on this. So it could be like an Idaho 4 scenario.
It will not let me drop my guy on the streets of View right now. I don't know what it is. Let me try the other one.
The feds have everything locked down. And then his alias for Jesse is Jesse Cook.
Jesse Cook.
Here, I can send you. I've got I've got a video of a car that was suspected to be his. She had a van and it broke down prior to any of this. So as far as I know, she was driving a Honda, but unconfirmed. They just have like 4-plex, 6-plex apartments. Let me send you this one because this is probably the closest one that will look like it. And then
Street View. All right, this one has the Street View for me. I have it on this one.
Yeah.
Let me pull it.
Yep. And then got that.
So this is the guy's apartment right here.
Yes. And hers was in Wisconsin Dells.
Now, how far was the trash can as far as where they found this? Did I see the trash can?
Behind it, right in the back area.
I figured I'm looking right at it too. It's like right here, this green one.
It's right centered, yeah.
Let me get at a better angle.
But nothing has been confirmed. They've been pretty tight shut on this.
Any cameras on this bad boy? I mean, they have to see something. I don't know.
I can, from what I did hear, Jesse did have a doorbell camera on his, and they did take that, and they went to all of door to door asking for any footage and cameras throughout the whole neighborhood. So they've pretty much taken all electronics, all vehicles. They did take their vehicles in, and any type of geo, they've got it.
There's this green trash can. Okay, I see this green trash can is right in this, like, where you would park, I guess, to walk into the apartment.
Yeah.
You know? It looks like that's what it is. Well, I appreciate all the information. Thank you for everything that you sent in. All of it is super helpful, honestly. Very, very super helpful.
You're welcome.
That's nice of you to do that. I really do appreciate you doing that.
Happy to. If you have any questions or need anything debunked, my name's Guidance and I'm in chat, and I have my own channel, but I have no content on him. So if you need me, email me or ask me in chat and I'll be happy to assist.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you for covering him.
No problem. Thank you for giving us some information and filling in some details for us. That was very helpful. So I hope you have a beautiful night. I will talk to you in chat. Lock your door, stay safe, and God bless you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to her. Good phone call. I appreciate her calling in with that information. If you want to call in and be part of the show, it's 219-885-9693. Where is Elijah View? He didn't just disappear. He wasn't just dropped off at this apartment and nothing happened to him and he got out of the reach and he walked off. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Something malicious with this little boy, and someone will pay for it. And where is Elijah? Where is he? Unknown. Show your face, not your waist. You'll never get through. But I mean, you can go ahead and keep calling. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll keep calling you out. Fuck it. We love you though. I'm glad the FBI is involved. I know you said I know Sarah. It's became ridiculous. Yeah, Christian what? Simus or Christian? You mean Quinton Simon was? Or no, never mind. Christian Simius. Maybe that's a different person. I thought you meant Quinton Simon for a second. I have thought Quinton Simon vibes since day 2, and now it's definitely just like it. Who was on the phone, please? That was Guidance. I called in 623. You're on with me. Talk to me.
What's up, T-REV? It's Infamous.
What's going on,
how are
Infamous? What's going on?
Not a whole lot. This is sad. Did you remember the little boy too that I can't remember. I feel so bad because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The little boy in Las Vegas, where she went to go help her mom because she had I guess she got surgery or she broke a leg or something and left her with her boyfriend.
What if he took him over to this cemetery?
Could easily. Who knows?
Man, I don't like this. All right, keep going. My bad.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Don't bother me.
Oh, I'm looking at this damn cemetery. I didn't know this cemetery was across the street. Didn't pay attention. But what if he did?
It says that I was reading up on some stories, like some recent stories or whatever, but they, I don't know, like I said, like 8 hours ago, but they were touching up on it and it gave like a full like little scenario. And it said that she left him there for quite a while, for like over a week. It wasn't like just a couple of days or anything like that. And then the actual family of the baby, they hadn't seen him since he was 6 months old, they said. It says in the article.
That's crazy.
So she's been keeping him estranged from the family for some reason. I don't know if it's her side of the family or what.
Armani.
So sad. Armani, yeah, Armani.
And somebody said
that's what it is. Yeah, that was. Yeah, and he went and he said that the baby's dad came and got him and took him, and she went along with it, but come to find out that she kind of, she sensed it or whatever. They and then actually the baby dad came down and was searching for him, and he had left him underneath like a, like the little things that you pull up like to check the gas, like how the gas meters or whatever, or the water meters in the ground. He stuck them underneath that in a duffel bag.
You do sound like Grizzly Hood News.
Who?
You do.
I do?
Yeah. You sound like Grizzly Hood News. That's why I was like, hold up. I'm thinking in my head, and then somebody said it, and it hit twice.
Got that raspy voice. That's why. Got that.
Nah, so I don't know. I'm just trying to put these puzzle pieces together because this guy, or she brought him over there, but where did she go after that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it says for disciplinary, how are you going to discipline it? You really can't discipline a 3-year-old. Like, how much can you actually discipline a 3-year-old? That doesn't make any sense to me as a mother. You know what I mean? Like a 3-year-old, that's my favorite age. 3-year-olds are awesome, like, because they're not at the terrible twos and they're not quite at where they have at their own opinion. They kind of want to please you, like, you know what I mean? They're like, that's like the year that they're like, okay, all right, they're pretty people pleasing, because they're just at the middle age right before they figure out that they can say no to stuff. So I don't know.
He has, okay, so some people ask, like, what's his record? It says, let's see, Mr.
He's got a bad record, yeah. He's got
fleeing
cocaine,
and eluding?
aggravated assault. He's got aggravated assault and child abuse. He has child abuse charges too on him too.
Hold up, so this was the last person to see him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as we look at him, let's check it out. He's got I don't know what this misdemeanor is. It just says misdemeanor closed. Fleeing and eluding conversion. Okay. Battery by prisoners. Manufacture and deliver cocaine. Fleeing and eluding conversion. Let's see what else we got here. 100. Whoa, 4 foot. Am I reading this right? Am I tripping?
How tall he is?
130 pounds.
The guy?
Yeah. Unclassified
He didn't look
felony.
very big. Yeah, he didn't look very big when he was in his court hearing. He looks like a little guy. He doesn't look very big.
Okay, so there's no sex offender information. You don't have any of that. But
no, he has more. He has some child abuse charges. There's a child abuse charge. I don't know how old it is, but it's there. It says something about child abuse. He does have some child abuse charges and cocaine.
3918 was the apartment. I'm trying to figure out. So he was number 102 inside of here.
You probably walk on the inside because there's probably stairs in the inside. I used to live in apartments like that main door, and you walk in, and then that's when you go. Like the apartments are on the inside,
right?
To get to the.
I got a bad feeling about this case. It says Donna.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you think happened?
I don't think it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, especially if their stories, their stories are totally off from each other. And they said the prosecutor said or the police officer or whoever the prosecutor said right from the jump, like when they were doing the bond hearing, that their stories didn't add up, and that the moms every place that they said that they went is not where they went. So it's like everything is like basically she's been lying. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And I heard you've been looking for mods too. So I left you a message in your community page, because I saw your post, but I got references. So I've been on YouTube for 3 years, and they're all positive. They're all good references. So if you are interested, just let me know.
Well, okay. I appreciate
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you references and they'll tell you.
No, I believe you.
So, all right. I'll let somebody else call in. I just wanted to call in and touch base with you. Say what's up.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in.
All right,
I was
take care.
fixing my damn camera. That shit froze on me. I guess I opened up too many windows at once. Got 55,000 tabs open.
Yeah, well, you said you were on one.
I got a lot of tabs open. I was reading information about this story, but it's all over. It's but when I seen this, I read it earlier and it fired me up. I'm like, damn, I got to go live about this tonight.
That's it. Yeah.
So.
All right, T-REV. I'll be right here listening.
Thank you, Infamous. I appreciate you. And I'll mod you up. You're fine. I like you. So.
All right. Well, you just got to tell me some guidelines, I'll send you my email. Hopefully this one will go through so you have it.
Okay.
So
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
God bless. So, damn, I hit the wrong button. All right. So this is the last place that he was seen at, again, with a cemetery across the street. What places would he take them to? Now, I wonder if they had cadaver dogs out there. I'm sure they did. I agree that you can't discipline a 3-year-old, and not sure what that even means. It keeps disappearing on me. Not sure what that even means, especially these days when there are so many laws against that. That's true. Law enforcement is staying quiet for a reason. They have stuff. Phone lines are open, 219-885-9693. Just open them back up. I'm almost clicking on the map until I remember why I'm watching the stream. Unknown. Yes, we love you, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. But again, it's a cemetery across the street. Let me keep seeing this real quick. Let's go through a little more of this.
In a charge of child neglect party to the crime, the Manitowoc County District Attorney Jacqueline LeBray requested these charges and bail announced.
Hold up.
And Judge Patricia Coppa upheld them. Ann Larson, the defense attorney for both Bauer and Vang, said that both are unlikely to post bail and that Vang is under federal supervision. The Manitowoc County District Attorney made a major revelation that Bauer sent her son Elijah to be disciplined at Vang's residence for more than a week.
So hold up. He had to be disciplined at the residence for more than a week. What? That's crazy. Dogs were out catching up. Love got a call. People are evil. Lisa Marie, yes. And I even had 15 twos in the classroom for 9 months, and it went smoothly. I must have missed that conversation. I bet he got snatched by a neighbor in that apartment complex. Rabbit Hutch says. You think so? Check your poll. 92%. Yeah, the 510 votes. Is it just me, or does this Elijah View case give Quinton Simon vibes? 92% of you guys think that out of 511 people. That's crazy.
Sent that child for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residence. She was aware of the tactics used and the lack of care provided.
It is referred as a child neglect. Obviously, we're aware that there's questions about whether it will remain as this charge, but currently it is this charge. He is on federal super.
Unknown, you're not going to be my friend after I do this, right? Because you know I'm about to put an end to that. Top left. Hold on, watch this. Top left. So to go to the top left and do what? Okay, that's easy.
Provision. He is not going anywhere.
And coming up on Local 5 News at 5, what Elijah's aunt requested when she spoke inside the courtroom. For now, live in Manitowoc, Timothy Lateau, Local 5 News.
Local 5.
I'm standing outside the Manitowoc County Courthouse where earlier today, Katrina.
It's ironic. This is in the same damn near. This is the same shit where Stephen Avery was. Literally.
Bauer and Jesse Vang were in court for the first time. Bauer is the mother of 3-year-old Elijah Vu, who has been missing since Tuesday morning. The court did not say whether Bauer and Vang are being charged with anything relating to the boy going missing. He was last seen Tuesday morning by his caretaker in Two Rivers. Tonight, Two Rivers police gave us an update saying that Elijah still has not been found, but that authorities are extending the search to neighboring communities, plus Wisconsin Dells, where Elijah lived. Tonight, I went out with some people who are still searching for Elijah.
How many hours have you guys been out here today?
We've been out here since this morning.
Veronica and Maya live in the Manitowoc area and have been searching for Elijah since Tuesday.
We were searching drains and the side of the road.
They've checked parks, trails, really anywhere they can think of.
Crazy.
There's nothing in there.
On Friday night, they met other community members at a movie theater, which the owner was kind enough to open as a staging area. The search group is making a map of places they've already searched, but aren't sure where law enforcement has looked. Members of Elijah's family joined the group to enjoy a pizza dinner. Veronica says the numbers in the search parties have dwindled in the days they've been looking, but she thinks and hopes they'll improve over the weekend.
It was like 100 and some people out the first night. The second night, it went down a little bit, but I believe it's because people had to work and stuff like that. So that's why they wasn't able to come out like they were supposed to, or they want to.
What?
The search will resume on Saturday morning with Veronica.
Okay, so this is an older video. What's an older video too?
Well, take a look at this new drone video. It shows crews working.
Okay, so they're working. I actually seen a little bit about the landfill
To find 3-year-old Elijah Vu.
and that's another thing that got to me when I seen the pictures about the landfill inside of that article. I was like, what the hell?
This at a landfill about
What's going on,
45
Heather? Welcome
minutes
to the
west of
stream.
Two Rivers. Police have been using canines, drones,
Wisconsin
just
is
about
full of
everything that they
wackos.
can. They're also going door to door. They are looking for little Elijah, who was last seen at his home Tuesday morning in Two Rivers.
Seen you.
Police say they're working round the clock to try to find the 3-year-old. Let's give you a timeline of the search for the boy. He disappeared on Tuesday on the north side of Two Rivers. Police asked the public to look through surveillance and public land. And now cash bonds were set for Vu's mother and a man who was living in their home. Fox 6's Abril Preciado picks up the story from here. Abril?
Good evening. There is a sense of urgency in the community, all in hopes to find Elijah.
Hey, Anonymous, try to call again. Try to call again. Anonymous caller ID is on. Try to call again though.
Vu, and the family is hoping to find some answers.
The clock is ticking in the race to find 3-year-old Elijah Vu. Search parties in different areas of Manitowoc County are looking for any signs of the missing boy.
We felt bad, and you know.
Hey, unknown caller, punch the air. We're trying to cover a story about some stuff right now. So I got to send you to the voicemail, buddy. Sorry, my bad.
Kid myself, so I was concerned for all that.
Today, Elijah's mother, Katrina Bauer, appeared in court. Bauer and Jesse Vang, a man who lived at their home, were both arrested on an allegation of child neglect. One of the boys' relatives asked the court to make sure Bauer and Vang are available to answer.
You'll never hear an unknown call come through ever again. Never. Not one time. Not here ever again. You'll never hear it ring again.
Questions from police.
They are the last two to have seen our baby Elijah, and at this moment are the current suspects. So until we find the truth as to the whereabouts of Elijah, we like to make sure.
I wonder if they searched that cemetery. Does anybody know if they searched that cemetery? I'm curious about that, because when you look at where this guy lives at, and allegedly they said they sent him over there for a week, and I'm just turning this bad boy around. The cemetery, you could literally walk across the street at night, and I mean, I hate to say it like this, but I mean, what's the chances that dude did something to this little boy allegedly? Everything all allegedly. What is the chances that he took him across the way and maybe buried him or anything? Just think about that. I'm just thinking in my head, like, what did he do? Where's this little boy at? What did he do with him? He's gone. Obviously, they're finding little things that they're putting out, like a dinosaur shoe. Where is Elijah? Is he over here across the street? Would you think of that?
That these two are readily available for questioning.
Definitely.
The judge set bail for Bauer at $15,000.
Evil as hell.
And bail for Vang at $20,000. They are not allowed to have any contact with each other or any child under the age of 18. The search first made statewide headlines when an Amber Alert was issued Tuesday. Sky Fox captured this video of about a dozen people in bright yellow hazmat suits searching a landfill about 45 minutes west of Two Rivers. Search teams are using drones and going door to door as they try to bring the child home. Bauer and Vang are due back in court on Monday. Reporting live in Manitowoc County, Audrii Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Kind of grim details there. Looking.
Abril Preciado? Oh my God! Is that what you were calling out? Is that what you were calling out in chat? Who said that? Somebody said Preciado, and I was kind of wondering about the name, and then I looked at the screen and seen in Manitowoc County, you got Abril Preciado. Part of the Preciados? Let me find out. You said mom looks mentally unstable and boyfriend looks evil. All right, good. We got unknown filtered out. He's going straight to voicemail every single time forever. So that's cool. So anybody that ever feels like you want to call it, you'll be able to get through now. He's not tying up the lines. You hear? Damn, they're searching the landfill though. They're digging in it for a reason. So obviously they think he's over there, dude. They think he's in the landfill. They think he's there. That's basically saying, hey, we think he's gone, or we know he's gone and have evidence of it, but we're not going to put that out there yet because we don't want to scare anybody. Is that what's going on here? Is that why they're searching the landfill? Is that why they're digging shit up? I don't know. And I'm going through this folder too. Hold up. Let's look at some of the stuff she sent me. Hold up. Is this him? She sent me this. She sent me a bunch of stuff, actually. It was real good. Let's see. This is them searching the landfill. Authorities searching Hilbert landfill. First alert. And then I'm seeing this too. Here, let's look at this. It says Elijah View 2/24/2024. 2/16/24 photo of Elijah and Jesse allegedly at a car shop. We cannot confirm this was 100% them, even though it was confirmed by shop owner. Okay, so thank you for sending this. By the way, I appreciate that, Guidance. Guidance sent this in. Shout out to Guidance. It says 2/20/24. Jesse, or no, let's start here. 2/16/24 photo of Elijah and Jesse allegedly at car shop. We cannot confirm this was 100% them, even though it was confirmed by shop owner. 2/20/2024. Jesse allegedly took his older child to school, came home, took a nap, and by 11, when he woke up, Elijah was gone, and Jesse reported him missing. 2/20/2024, items were found that resembled Elijah's. We cannot confirm if they are his 100%. So that's 2/20/2024. 2/20/2024 again. Jesse View, Elijah's caretaker, was taken into custody at 11:48 p.m. 2/21/2024, Katrina Bauer, Elijah's mother, was taken into custody at 3:48 a.m. 2/22/2024, landfill search started. 2/23/2024, Katrina was charged with party to child neglect, and a bail was set at $15,000, and Jesse was charged with child neglect, and his bail was set to $20,000. We also know Katrina has lied about her locations. We do not know which location, but she did say Katrina was not present when Elijah went missing. We know that Jimmy View is Elijah's father, who has been incarcerated before Elijah went missing. We know that Katrina sent Elijah to Jesse's home for disciplinary reasons. We know that Elijah's family is asking anyone and everyone to keep searching on foot for Elijah. There is a group discussion and meeting place at the Makota. What is that? The Mikado? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Mikado movie theater in Manitowoc mornings at 9 a.m. And there's a picture of him that has good vibes on. No, good vibes. That's just a sign, man, that sends me right back to Idaho when I see that good vibes. Oh, what is this? I hope they didn't sell him to the Chomo. Oh man, to some Chomo. Scary. He has a kid.
Oh my God.
You know, if Google who was the mom who murdered her daughter and got away with it, Casey Anthony comes up even though she was acquitted. Damn. Jesse is uncle. No, I think Jesse is dad's friend. I'm confused with Jesse at this point, but still, we know that Jesse had him. That's what we do know. And we know that Jimmy, who has been incarcerated before Elijah went missing. So thank you for sending that in. They're saying that the shop owner confirmed that this was them. So is this the last sighting? You know what I mean? Is it the last sighting?
At Lakes looking at the landfill. Any word, any chatter that this little boy may be alive?
At this point, all the information that we have right now is that they're still searching. I know several residents in the area were saying that they are just really concerned. We actually walked into one of the local restaurants, and that's pretty much what everyone's talking about right now. Where is he and where can he be found? So at this moment, that's all the information that we have at this time.
All right, Audrii Cunningham reporting live there. Thank you for the update.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tom Zalaski. Michelle McCormack has this night off, and we begin tonight with the mother of the missing 3-year-old Elijah View. She was in court today, 4 days now after the child was reported missing. Timothy Leteau is live in Two Rivers tonight with the latest. Tim?
Give us some more. Hold up. Rabbit said, oh, this is bad news. Common for men in Wisconsin to have been incarcerated at least one time, 60% of them. They probably did, Sky Blue says. He has 2 kids. Open gate. Colleen, who you dissing? What's going on? I thought that because of Shoe's location. Did someone pick him up? Brandy says it's crazy. All these babies dying. And for what? Who knows? Because of evil people. That's why. Bad things happen to good people. That's a fact. Somebody said that earlier, and it's stuck in my head now. Gracie, dad should get charges if his mother is mentally unstable because he was pawning his own baby off to whoever he could. Even the killer was welcomed by the family to care for Audrey. Oh, you're talking about the Audrey case. Okay, I see you there. Good vibes. He's got the little good vibe shirt on. And again, we have to go back to this because this is his last known location. Let's see if I can pull it. I guess I closed it down. No, I didn't. I got it right here. His last known location right over here. I want to see if I see any cameras over here because they know something, right? They got him locked up for a reason. And the baby was seen Somebody said that I think he got abducted by somebody. Well, if that's the case, where though? Because are you going to let a 3-year-old go outside and play? Right? You're not going to let a 3-year-old go outside without you being right there. So it just, somebody abducting him, you would have to literally leave him unattended. And who the hell leaves an unintended 3-year-old around? Who does that? I mean, it does happen. Look, I won't get that twisted, but he's going to say, just go outside and play to a 3-year-old. When a child goes missing so young, under age of 6, early morning, late in the evening, they tell us child put shoes on or had shoes on. I call bullshit. This dude is always posting that. Goodbye.
Yeah, Tom, we're learning more about why Elijah was at that apartment in Two Rivers while his mother has an address in the Wisconsin Dells area. According to the Manitowoc County District Attorney, Jacqueline Labrie, Elijah's mother, Katrina Bauer, sent him to Jesse Vang's apartment for more than a week for disciplinary reasons and was aware of those tactics being used by Vang. Now, Vang is facing a charge of child neglect, while Bauer is facing a charge of child neglect, party to the crime. Vang's bail has been set to $20,000, while Bauer's is $15,000. Those amounts are what the district attorney requested, and the judge, Patricia Kopka, agreed. Elijah's extended family was in court. His aunt requested for both Vang and Bauer to be held without bail, but that was denied.
They are the last two to have seen our baby Elijah, and at this moment are the prime suspects. So until we find the truth as to the whereabouts of Elijah.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, is they could get bonded out. And that's a problem. What happens if they get bonded out, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? What happens? Hold on, let me try something real quick. What happens if he gets bonded out? Or if she gets bonded out? You know what I mean? Like, what goes on from there? I think I heard that dad, who is incarcerated, is related to Jesse. I got all the stuff that she sent me. Hold on. Let me continue to pull some of this stuff up. This is Jimmy View, which are they saying this is a dad? Jimmy View right here. Well, let's pull it down to here. Now, no, they're saying he was incarcerated beforehand. Hold up. Damn. What's going on here? Jimmy View. This is dad. This is, what is that? Cocaine. Talking about cocaine, misdemeanor, sentenced, felony right here. Amended complaint filed, another felony. Damn. And then we have here, hold on, let me bring this one up. This is Katrina. This is Katrina right here. And why is it freezing on me? Let me find out. It just literally froze on me. Wow. I'm gonna have to close it. Well, that's great. My friend's husband had $50K bond for DUI.
Oh my God.
What? 50 grand bond for DUI. Colleen, Brenda, good point.
Like to make sure that these two are readily available for questioning.
And coming up at Local 5 News at 6, what the judge said about keeping emotions in check during the case. For now, live in Manitowoc, Timothy Lateau, Local.
Is this the live actual?
He was the mother of a missing
3-year-old.
3-year-old.
Is this the actual little? Okay, it does show them. Let's look.
Under arrest and in court. 12 News has learned Katrina Bauer and a man, Jesse Vang, are being held on child neglect charges related to the disappearance of Elijah Vu.
According to the Department of Justice, a caregiver last saw the boy around 8 Tuesday morning in Two Rivers. Authorities issuing an Amber Alert. News Chopper 12 captured this exclusive video yesterday of FBI agents searching a landfill in Hilbert in Calumet County, some 40 miles west of Two Rivers. They're looking for clues in his disappearance.
12 News' Kendall Keys is live at the Manitowoc County Courthouse. Kendall, both the boy's mother and Vang had separate bail hearings.
The district attorney revealing today that Elijah's mom would send the boy to Vang's residence to be disciplined. Both Bauer and Vang are in jail tonight while the search for Elijah continues.
We have the missing child involved. And that, of course, pulls that court's feelings and emotions and heartstrings for the care of the child.
Katrina Bauer,
Shout out to that
facing a
judge,
court
man.
commissioner in Manitowoc County.
Shout out to that judge. That judge is showing some raw emotion up there. She almost broke down. If you notice right there, that judge almost broke down. She almost broke down. You seen that, right? She almost broke down. I like judges like that. I like judges that are deep into actual details and, you know what I mean, and have a heart. That's what I like to see. I know you got to be composed, but that judge almost just broke down right there.
Friday. She's Elijah Vu's mother, arrested early Wednesday in the hours after her 3-year-old disappeared.
On at least 2 occasions during interviews, she has provided false information on her whereabouts during the past weeks.
During Bauer's bail hearing, the district attorney said Bauer sent Elijah to stay with a man named Jesse Vang to be punished.
She intentionally sent that child for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residence. She was aware of the tactics used and the lack of care provided.
The residence, Jesse Vang's apartment in Two Rivers. It's where we watched investigators focus a lot of their attention, finding a slip-on shoe covered with dinosaurs on the side of the building and collecting evidence from the trash.
He was the actor that was here in the community, dealing with the victim and utilizing the discipline and the tactics as well as the lack of care.
Elijah's aunt, Linda Vu, requesting Bauer and Vang not be released.
My family and I are requesting a no cash bail. They are the last 2.
Exactly. I don't blame you.
Elijah.
Immediately following the hearings,
So we are searching the shooting park area, upper and lower.
Elijah's relatives continued their search for the boy throughout Manitowoc.
He's just a child, and, he's helpless. He's harmless, and just thinking of, where he could be, what kind of state he is in, just hoping that he's safe.
Kendra, usually court documents detailing the specific allegations are available when people appear in court.
Right.
Patrick, I tried to request those documents today to learn more about the allegations in this case, but they've been sealed for now.
Damn. So they got it sealed? Wow. So it's sealed for now. Who is Jesse and what is his relationship? Well, let's bounce back to, let me show you. I feel like you got to see this. It gets into this. It says, just so everyone knows, Jesse is a criminal. He mysteriously came into her life 3 weeks ago and wanted to be a father figure to Elijah. I have been talking to my sister every day for a year now. He gave her a car and really got her to believe he wanted to be there for Elijah. I have all the texts from Trina in the last month. She never once said that she wanted him to discipline Elijah. She wanted him to be a positive male role model. Jimmy is in prison for trying to kill Trina and Alina. Jimmy and Jesse sold Trina into sex trafficking 7 years ago. These are not good people. Jesse has a good attorney right now, and the police are definitely tricking her into saying these things. Wake up, people. I have hundreds of videos of Trina and Elijah from this past year. They were inseparable. She loved that kid. I have no idea how this guy convinced her that he should watch her son. Trina needs to stop trusting the police because they are twisting everything. Again, I don't know the personal relationship between Katrina or Trina and Jesse. I'm not getting that. So is it like, he offered her a car and, hey, here's this car. Let me take care of you. Let me discipline your son. Like, what? I'm going to give you a car. Drop your son off. I'll discipline him. Like, what's going on here? Hi, fam. I'm actually heading to bed, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Appreciate you, Granny. You got to know. Thank you. The devil is a liar. That's a fact. The devil is definitely a liar. You cannot take naps when you are with a child. Come on, people. Anything could happen. I haven't taken a nap in 2 years since my baby was born, and I'm fine. Not sleepy. Talk to him. Please subscribe. Thank you. Let's see. T, I thought the same thing. You should hold up. When you showed the ad, I was on the phone with you, so I didn't see it until I hung up and unpaused the TV. Yeah, that message ain't good. This was sent in again. Thank you for guidance for sending this in. She sent in a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna keep pulling them up. Let's see. Okay. Northeast Wisconsin gang assessment. Now, she did mention the tattoo, right? Which, if we talk about the tattoo, this is the tattoo. It looks like she did some research here when it comes to this tattoo, and it looks like boom, boom. Look, maybe. Am I tripping? Nah, maybe different. Let me see. I can't tell because of it says S. What, S and R? I can't really see this one. It kind of looks similar, but then again, I don't know about that. Maybe there's another tattoo that matches up. Is this a gang tattoo? That's a good question. That's a good question. Is this a gang tattoo? Does this match this? Let's pull this one up too. So we have this. Thank you for sending it. Top picture, Jesse Vang. Bottom picture, Jimmy View. Could they know each other? I don't know. Both been to prison. Okay. So top picture is Jesse. Bottom is View. Now this is dad bottom, correct? Dad's the bottom. Jesse's the top. I said, are you kidding me right now? Yeah. Hey, Trev and Peeps, Jesse and Jimmy are cousins. Okay, thank you for sharing that. So they're cousins. So in reality, this is family? Wow. Yes, you can see it. Yeah, this tattoo, when you match it up to some like this again. I can't tell. It does say SZ from what it looks like to me. But then this one is an N. An N and an R. I don't know if anything matches that. It looks similar though. I ain't even gonna lie. It does look similar. Like the writing, the style of the writing. Let me see what else is in here. One of my friends posted on her Facebook page she has family that lives by the landfill in Hilbert. K9 and rescue trucks at the landfill again. Elijah needs to be found and laid to rest properly. So, laid to rest properly. They definitely think he's dead, or maybe have the evidence of something happening, right? Kind of like, and that's why I said Quinton Simon vibes, just based off of them searching the landfill. We remember them searching the landfill in Quinton Simon's case, and but the difference between this case and that case is we kind of knew it was Leilani allegedly, right? We kind of knew that. Here, we're trying to figure out, hold on, was this Jesse allegedly? Was Trina involved allegedly? Who was involved? Who's the main players in this? Who's going to be the person who hurt Elijah? 420 tattoo. Next says 920. I don't know why it looks like an ass. I'm tripping. 920. Cheapskate. That's what I was wondering. What's going on, High Priestess campaign? Shout out to you. Yes, it's a gang tat. Let me pop up some more pictures. Here's another one. Okay. I need help. My 4-year-old daughter is currently in foster care due to her father being violent. When I left, I lost my home. When I left, I lost my home. And they took my children. I have 2, but my 4-year-old is autistic. When she is angry, she has violent episodes. Gentle parenting works. However, the social workers are claiming I give her control, which is not the case, but they kept insisting I give her timeouts, which will not work for her. Please, I need advice on how to handle these episodes because I've met all of the conditions to getting her back, but now they are making it harder on me by saying I need to show her who is in charge. The social worker doesn't have kids of her own, and doesn't have any experience working with autistic children. Maybe you sent this one. Who is this? Who sent that? That's part of it. Maybe you slip one in. Or maybe it is part of something. What is this one? Okay, I've seen that one already. One of the neighbors just came up. The hell is going on there? Let's see this one. Okay, here's another shot from inside. Let me pull up the other one too, because there's more than one. You have this one and this one. Let's exit that and bring these pictures back up because I want to see the other one compared to this one. Make that bigger. So this is where they last seen him, huh? They're saying that the shop owner confirmed that this was him, by the way. That's what they're saying. If she has been sold into sex trafficking and is now free, this Jessie could be a plant, and this could be revenge on her to take her son into trafficking in place of mom. Facts. It's definitely 920. There are better pics of it. He's standing by a waterfall. Okay. Excellent work. Guidance killed it. Thank you, Guidance. I know somewhere I heard they were related. Okay, yes, cousins. Another sick family. Email is right here. What's going on, Miss Shauna Lee? Nice to see you. This is so unbelievable. Why is this happening over and over again, or over and over with these sweet babies? Oh, my sweetheart again. Please find this sweet child. Thank you for your love and light. We appreciate you, Shauna. Got different pants in each picture. Huh. Oh, you talking about, oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely the same child. I don't know if that's a different man, though, sitting right there. It looks like maybe from an angle because his hat's turned that way, but definitely a good catch when looking at it. Because what if it's this person to the right here that I have the hand on? You can't see much of him, but what if it is him sitting down with the little boy? Something is off. Something is off. Something is definitely off. Okay, there we go. What do you mean, my browser? You're tripping. The owner said that he sat still with no speech for 45 minutes. Oh, more info. Okay. I'm downloading it right now. Thank you, Guidance. God has sent in more info. So we'll start with this one. Standard conditions of supervision. We'll check it out. I see you sent in a lot more. Let me open up. I'll open up every single one of them. That was the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one that has Jesse Vang's name on it. And this is the fourth one. So we'll go through each one. I'll read them. Let's minimize. All right. Let's check it out. Let's give it a little read. Standard conditions of supervision. This has defendant Jesse Vang on it. As a part of your supervised release, you must comply with the following standard conditions of supervision. These conditions are imposed because they establish the basic expectations for your behavior while on supervision and identify the minimum tools needed by probation officers to keep informed, report to the court about, and bring about improvements in your conduct and condition. You must report to the probation office in the federal judicial district where you are unauthorized to reside within 72 hours of your release from imprisonment unless the probation officer instructs you to report to a different probation office or within a different time frame. After initially reporting to the probation office, you will receive instructions from the court or the probation officer about how and when you must report to the probation officer, and you must report to the probation officer as instructed. You must not knowingly leave the federal judicial district where you are authorized to reside without first getting permission from the court or the probation officer. You must answer truthfully the questions asked by your probation officer. You must live at a place. Okay, I see. This is just about probation. All right. So this is all probation about it with the guidelines. I get all that. Yeah, it's just all about probation. So that one's about probation for him. Let's see the next one. Same thing. Special conditions and supervision. The defendant's what? Use of alcohol, intoxicants. 623. What's going on? You're live.
Hey, it's infamous. Hey, I just looked up that 920, and it says Asian blood gang. I'm gonna send it through the chat. It says the 920 blood, our local Asian blood gangs, sect. I don't know, SECT. I don't know, sect, blood gang sect that may be operating in Appleton and something Wisconsin, according to the 2008 gang assessment. So there might be more to it, but it says it's related to the Asian blood. So I don't know if it is or not, but that's what I've been looking it up. So, all right. All right.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. But 920, you said, is a what? An Asian blood set?
Yeah, Asian blood set is what it says. But I'm going to keep researching, because I'm looking under gang affiliated or people of the Asian descent that would have the numbers 920 to see,
Yeah, we're checking it out right now. I actually got the gang shit pulled up, so we're gonna take a look at it.
All right, cool. And then whenever you mod me up, I'm already ready. I got all your links and stuff ready to go. So.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I forgot about that. Comment real
All right.
quick. Comment while I'm sitting here.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Shout out to you. Lucky doors too. All right, hold up. This is the website. This is the website about the gang that she's talking about, Fox Valley Gang Assessment. And that was also in the screenshot that Guidance sent too. So appreciate it. Glad I was able to pull it up. Let me see. Gang assessments. Now it has Wisconsin. I see the little jacket there. It says Warriors. These are some of their tags here. Northeast Wisconsin Gang Assessment. I'm trying to find that same tattoo. I want to see that, you know what I mean? That 920 tattoo. Let me see if I can find any other ones on Google, right? 920 blood gang tattoos. Let's just take a peek at that, right? Where's the 920 blood gang tattoos at? There's got to be one that's similar to his, right? That we should be able to match up. Correct? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's correct info. Now, Northeast Wisconsin Gang Assessment, Table of Contents, Executive Summary is format, Summary of Findings, Law Enforcement Agencies, Migration Patterns, Community Organizations, Interstate 43 and Highway 41, Active Gangs, Prevention and Intervention, Gang Activity is reported by law enforcement agencies, Brown County, Calumet County, Fond du Lac County, Montauk County. So, okay, so they're out there. Outagamie County, I think. I don't even know. Oneida Tribal Nation, Sheboygan County, and Winnebago County. Gang activity as reported by community organizations. Brown County, Calumet County, Fond du Lac County, Montauk County, Outagamie County, Sheboygan County, and Winnebago County. Again, gangs active in Northeast Wisconsin. Asian gangs, Asian Bloods, Asian Cobras, Asian Crips, Asian Empires, Asian King Posse, Asian Neutral Boys, Crazy Hmong Boys, Hmong Nation Society, Imperial Gangsters, Almighty Imperial Gangsters, Laotian Posse. What? Laotian Posse, Menace of Destruction, Men of Destruction, Master of Destruction, MOD, Orange Boy Kill, Orange. What is that? Oriental Ruthless Boys. So Orb, Oriental Ruthless Boys, Wisconsin or Northeast Wisconsin Gang Assessment here too. Sheboygan Boy Gangsters. What? The Sheboygan Boy Gangsters. Tiny Man Crew. So you got the Tiny Man Crew in here?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
The Tiny Man Crew. 2-man Chanks, True Mafia Crips, TMC, Young and Dangerous, Y&D, Hispanic Latino Gangs, 2-6 Gang, Browntown, Insane Vice Lords. Damn, there's a lot. There's a lot of names on this list. Insane Vice Lords, La Nustra, Familia, La Raza, Latin Kings, which we know about. I know about anyways. Latin Souls, Latin Thugs, Mara, whatever. I can't say that. Mexican Mafia, Mexican Posse, Norteños, who knows? Serenos, Spanish Cobras, Texas Syndicate, and Tres Puntos, Black Pistons, DC Eagles, Heathens, Hells Angels, Oh, that's motorcycles gang. Okay, so we're past that. I just wanted to read some of what possibly he could be. And they're saying that he's fallen under this Asian gang, the Asian Bloods. But what if any of these other ones, like what is the 920? What I gotta find this 920 tat gang. Nothing on that. No pictures of that. I'm still looking. I don't see any on Google. I'm trying to look for another 920 tattoo that's out there that we could, possibly bring up and match to him. And then again, let's see, you said check tattoos on mugshot, see if it's clear. We'll have to do that, right? And they're checking landfills for Elijah too. That's what I'm saying. So they definitely have some type of evidence or something that is indicating, hey, he's gone. He's passed away. Clicks along with Blood Brothers. Infamous. Let me do this real quick. I just seen you. All right, I got you. Boom. I've never saw so many kidnappings or attempts to kidnap children in my life. It's rampant. True story. The cartel has kidnappers connected to the evil elites for sex and blood of the innocent.
Oh my God!
It's really going on out there. I'm gonna have to check into some of them stories. That's insane. Per locals, Jesse's known as Kingpin, but his brother, who was in prison, was high up in the gang. Guidance says 920 can be an area code. That's a good point too. 920 area code. Let's see. 920. Yeah, I mean, here are some of the important facts about the area code of 920. Good point that you said that. This area code covers cities including Appleton, Sheboygan, Oshkosh, Green Bay, Manitowoc, Marquette, Fond du Lac, and parts of eastern Wisconsin. So that's a good point too. It could be the area code. But what you do want to look for, though, is the gang type tattoos that would match up to others. That's why I was Googling it, and I cannot find one myself yet that I've came across on the Google. So, I mean, I may have to dive deeper too, because you got to go into Reddit and everything else. Asian midgets. Hey, everyone. I can't wait to rewatch. And I love new cases. Keep up the great work, T-REV. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate you coming by. As always, I signed for Audrey's Law. Again, make sure you guys hit the like button as you're coming in. This is insane. Again, these two pictures on the screen right here. One of the last sightings. 920, you're on the show. What's going on?
Oh, okay. I'm from Green Bay.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know a lot about this gang.
Okay. About it.
They are it's a Hmong culture that came to Wisconsin back in the 1980s from Vietnam and Laos. We are the second highest population of the Hmong culture.
Right.
And 920 is our area code. They used to be referred to as the URC. And you can Google that because I don't want to put what it means out there. It was the original gang. And Los Angeles has the highest population of this gang, next to Wisconsin as the second. And
you said URC?
URC.
And URC MXW?
Look up URC. I believe it's URC.
Because I see URC MXW 920.
And it'll bring you to, they've changed it over the years.
What does it mean?
Like
URC meaning? It doesn't tell me. It does not
something. I can't remember. It's something R. Shoot, I'd have to Google it again.
MS-13 didn't make the list.
But they're very violent in our society here.
Yeah.
The Vangs, I don't know if guidance sent it to you, but it was a couple, I don't know how many years back. the brother of Jesse Vang. I believe it was either his brother or his cousin was on America's Most Wanted for trying to K 3 people here. And I believe he took off and went back to Vietnam, but was extradited back. So it's, yeah. So yeah, 920 is Wisconsin's area code. And we have the second highest population of Hmong. And that's the gang symbol, was the 920.
920. Now, some people were like, well, 920 is our area code.
Yep.
I get that part.
That's me in chat that said one of those. I'm one of them from chat.
That's
obviously.
what I thought. I was like, I'm thinking in my head, because this is like, I know it's the area code now from looking it up also, and then looking up the background and reading off some names from gangs in Wisconsin and where they're active at right now. The Tiny Boy Man Crew is, I mean, this guy is small. He's like 130 pounds and like four something.
Which one?
Jesse View that I was reading was small as hell.
Jesse View, yeah, that's the biological father who's in prison until 2031. Jesse Vang is her friend, the caretaker, aka allegedly boyfriend.
That's what I
the
meant.
one
I'm
that
sorry, I
left.
meant to say Wang, the guy that's small.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. The guy Wang is the small. I'm pretty sure that's what I was looking at, was the small dude.
I don't want it to come off as they don't, their height, their culture, their height they're not very tall.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm short myself. I'm like 5'6", 195.
Yes. Okay. Somebody in chat says unknown regulatory crew, but it was also referred to as something with, they used to be a R gang where they go around R-ing women. They're now, if you read, it's in TikTok, not TikTok, Reddit. There's a whole definition in Reddit about it.
Interesting. People said, what story we're looking at? We're looking at this. We're talking about the story of Elijah View right now. We're trying to figure out where he's at. There's been an ongoing search for him. So if you're just coming in, you don't know this story. Again, it's Elijah View. He is missing out of Wisconsin. There's been some arrests. They're digging in the landfill. It's got Quinton Simon vibes all over it.
Right.
It's disgusting what's going on. They don't even know where he's at. They found some dinosaurs. I'm finding out all these different details more as I talk to all of you. So this case again is very insane.
Yes, buddy, 01, it is what you said. That was what they used to be known for. Wisconsin Lutheran churches, I'm reading what Colleen said because it's back in 1980s about the Lutheran churches and Catholic churches took in, brought the Hmongs over from Vietnam, the ones whose families helped fight for the United States, okay, in Vietnam. And Wisconsin and LA were the states that they placed these families in. There's some very nice. They're not all like this. Don't, I don't want people to think that this whole culture is a horrible culture, because it's not. But with the younger generations, they have become more and more, just like any other culture with the younger cultures. So, and then Wisconsin Dells, I heard you guys are talking about, is a 3-hour drive to Two Rivers.
Man, I want to make sense of this, but it's like that. I know I watched a clip before this, right? And they sealed the records. So what is in these sealed records?
I was talking to another creator the other day on the phone, and this is just my opinion. They know more than what they're saying. You're talking about Manitowoc County, which is actually one of the most corrupt counties in Wisconsin.
Stephen Avery.
Yes, I wasn't going to say it, but yes.
Stephen Avery. I know
So,
all about it.
yep.
Still into it.
Yep. So am I. But I don't talk about it on YouTube because there's a lot of people that troll about it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, I've gone down. I've very into that case. But anyway,
Me too.
so I think
Obsessed.
the Two Rivers, and yes, obsessed is probably a better word for it. The Two Rivers, Manitowoc County, they're not going to put anything out because of the Stephen Avery case. They're going to hide it all. You don't have the FBI going down to the landfills, popping up crime scene tape and tents if they don't have something.
Right. And that's what I was kind of trying to like hint at there. Like you definitely had to find something that indicates that he is deceased for you to be searching in a landfill and digging through shit. I'm sorry. Like
exactly
why they did with Quinton Simon. That's exactly why they did that. So that that right there is leading me to believe Quinton Simon vibes. They're digging through the landfill. They're doing these things. They know information that we don't, obviously, but we know that he's missing. So I mean, that's the part that they're giving to us, and we're seeing these little details little by little as people get arrested, and so.
And they said that people are, and you got to put, they said in the beginning she was at her place in Wisconsin Dells. He had the little boy Elijah in Two Rivers. Why didn't they call the police for 3 hours? Well, you could say he waited till she drove from Wisconsin Dells to Two Rivers, but now it's coming out allegedly she was there the whole time. That's why they were both arrested, because their stories didn't line up.
Oh my God!
Wow. So
I know I know a lot
I
on
just
this
gotta
case.
say this. I gotta say this. Maybe they possibly allegedly know exactly where he's at. Allegedly.
Yeah, I think they do. I really think they do. I mean, Two Rivers in Manitowoc, the population of Two Rivers is just over 11,000. So it's more of a, it's a smaller town, more woodsier, it's not big city living. So there's a lot of rivers, ponds, lakes, and we are in wintertime.
Is it super cold out there right now where you're at?
It is about 20 degrees right now, I think.
And how far are you from where, this little boy's missing at?
I'm not even 40 minutes. I'm in Green Bay.
Okay. Oh, this is there. Somebody said this is the, so you're in Green Bay, 40 minutes away from here.
Yep.
Somebody said this is the mom that I have up on the screen right now. Sent it in. Thanks for the emails, guys. I see all the emails and I'm getting to them. I do see your emails and I'm getting to them. I see guidance is the last one, which was the Facebooks of Katrina and Jesse.
That's Jody. Jody Bauer is Katrina's mom. Yeah.
So we got Katrina and Jesse right here. This is Jesse. Again, maybe we can get some better pictures here. Let's see. Okay. Small guy. Jesse Cook. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And I believe I heard she had been clean and has relapsed, allegedly.
Interesting. So she was, I wonder if that's part of it, like relapsing or whatever, maybe, who knows? Because there is, I was sent the records and you could look at it and see cocaine on there and different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On this guy's.
Yeah, they both got really, really big long rap sheets, and they aren't good.
Now this one says, what?
I am Chilean and I am humble.
You can go under Wisconsin Circuit courts, which is WCCAP, and pull them up, and they'll give you their whole rap sheet.
Soy chileno y soy humilde.
I am Chilean and I am humble.
He said, I am chill and I'm humble. Is that what? Okay, that's what that message says on his Facebook. I had to go check and see what it was. What makes me happy? Dogs. Dogs make me happy. Jody Bauer. True, the woman I know is a Viking. Thank you for the memories we shared. Not true. The woman I know is a Viking 11 hours ago. Posted by. Is this her? Jody, for my birthday this year, I'm asking for donations. Great Lakes, K9.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Jody, I know her. I know his mom. Her mom's name is Jody.
Okay, so this is mom. Like, okay, I got it.
Like Katrina's mom.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I thought that was mom for a second, but then again, I'm thinking, okay,
Yeah.
her name is
Right. Guidance just put in chat. She is private and super sweet. This is Katrina's mom, not.
Yeah, this is Katrina's mom. I got it now. It's Katrina's mom, not Katrina. So
yeah,
I see what's going on there. Hold it, that's from that he's from Chile, the country. Oh, okay.
No, who?
This dude Jesse. I don't know.
No, he's from Vietnam. I thought the family's from Vietnam or Laos. He was probably born here. He was probably born here in the United States.
He said he's Chile, meaning he is from the. Okay, I got you. Or of that
Chile?
descent, cheapskate. Okay. Now I was looking at his Facebook, and when you look at the Facebook, his message, he has like this message across there, like this, that says "soy childo, I soy something." I don't know. I don't speak that language, so I can't say.
Yeah, I don't know. Where is it? Okay, now you're pulling. Because I'm delayed, so.
Yeah, it's behind like 15 seconds, I think. At best. Here, let me close down some tabs because I'm all over the place. Close that tab down, this one down.
I mean, his father or, could be from Chile or whatever. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, is he? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that question.
But with his last name being Vang, that's Hmong Laotian. Is that how you would say it?
Mm-hmm. Roscoe?
Laos, from Laos.
He did say I'm Chilean. Soy means me. Okay, I got you. I was about to say I don't know that I don't know that lingo, so I can't speak it. But this again. What do you think happened here? Like, what's your thoughts? What do you think happened to Elijah?
Well, if you zoomed in on the picture of the little boy here that you have up on screen, Elijah, he's crying really hard in those pictures. And if my cousin is married to a Hmong, Laotian, from Laos, excuse me. And their culture is very strict, extremely strict. And if the mom gave him to Jesse to, quote, discipline him into a big boy, I'm thinking maybe something went wrong. Laotian, thank you.
Yeah. Reminded me. I did hear that before, Laotian. Actually, my mom dated a Laotian dude.
Yeah, the real dad is in prison. Someone's saying him. So
you think? I mean,
I think he's
100%
gone.
foul play
He's
here.
gone. I think he's gone.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, and I'm thinking 100% foul play too. I almost want to. do a little reading for this guy.
I think mom's talking.
I think he needs a reading. This is. You said mom's talking?
I think so.
Is that, and that would probably be the reason maybe they have it sealed? Is
It
because
could
mom is
be the
talking?
reason it's sealed. Okay, and I don't know if people are questioning the bonds
Mm-hmm.
and why they're so low. The state of Wisconsin, we don't have bail bondsmen, so they have to give a bond.
So
Okay,
yeah.
but they have to pay the whole amount, 20,000 cash, not 10%, not anything else. The full amount cash in order to get out.
Oh my God.
So they got to pay that full amount. So it's more than likely. I don't know if they have that or not, but I feel like if they
They
did,
were
they'd be
saying
out.
they were saying she doesn't, but if let's say they would, Jesse would come up. Let's say Jesse would come up with the 20,000 cash. He would be released with a ankle bracelet on, and you can be guaranteed that the FBI and law enforcement will be sitting out in front of his house 24/7. And because these bonds are based on endangerment. That's all they can hold him on right now, or charge him on right now.
Yeah, they got to be able to get there. There's something. There's got to be something that leads to something. He didn't just friggin' fall off the face of the earth. We know that. But did this guy drive too? Did he have a vehicle? Do they have his
Yeah,
vehicle?
he had a white. They took the vehicles in. Yes, law enforcement confiscated both vehicles.
So they're definitely running full forensics on the vehicle. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Guarantee it.
Oh
right
yeah.
now. Oh, that's how Daryl Brooks got out, says Grandma Cece. Horrific thought. I'm praying for Elijah, but I'm sadly sure we know the outcome.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah, it's not. I don't believe it's going to be a good outcome.
What did he say happened? He didn't say nothing, as far as I know.
They're not. They haven't said anything.
They're not talking. I seen somebody say they're
Nope.
not talking at all.
Nope. The law enforcement is not putting out anything other than where they're located looking, and that's basically about it.
I'm hoping that they find him. I'm hoping that they find him by the time I get up tomorrow. I'm hoping that he's found. They said they're taking a break, but it's like, damn. The more you take a break.
Yeah, but they worked all night last night.
I know, but I
night.
feel like there's probably a lot of people out there, though, right? I mean, you could switch shifts.
Well, yeah, they have, law enforcement coming in from Appleton, Green Bay, all over. But I don't know. I just know they're being very tight-lipped about this. They're not saying anything.
Well, we'll see what comes out. I appreciate you calling in. This story is pretty insane. Again, it matches up to me perfectly with the Quinton Simon case. It almost,
yes, it does.
It does match up. There's I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's super
it's
sad.
sad.
That's all I gotta say. It's super sad. It's hard looking at it, but he is missing right now, and he needs to be found. These people are locked up. And it's just in the pit of my stomach. The same thing with Audrii Cunningham, the same feeling I got with Quinton Simon, and now the same feeling I'm getting with little Elijah. But hopefully there's a miracle out there and something. Maybe he comes back and I'm blown away, but I'm getting a bad feeling about this one. About this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I understand. And again, though, thank you for being a voice in the community. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and opinions with us. I appreciate you.
All right.
God bless
Thank you very much. You too. Bye.
Shut up there. Lock your doors. If you want to call in and be part of the show, again, it is 219-885-9693. I don't know. Again, what is your thoughts and opinions? What's your theory on this case? What do you think happened? They probably have evidence, reason to believe he is not with us. We know he is law enforcement. There's probably, or we know how law enforcement is. There's probably more players in this than just the ones in jail now. So tight-lipped, don't need friends telling them, etc. You mean telling on them? Be on their ass. Let me minimize this, and this. Seen it.
It's now been 4 days.
Seen it.
Big developments today in the case of a missing 3-year-old boy in Manitowoc.
Our first individual is Katrina
Oh, this is her
Bauer.
right here. Let's listen
Ms.
to it.
Bauer is referred for party to a crime neglecting a child. There is a probable cause statement. At this point, this is referred for charges. It is not yet a complaint. And it is just that.
Pick your head up.
I don't
Pick your head up.
know what the public is expecting to happen today.
He reminds
But
me
I'm
of
just
Quinton
trying to
Simon.
set everyone up that this is probably going to be disappointing to what you think. This is the charge. This is what we're dealing with. All right, Attorney Larson.
Ms. Bauer's address is
Let me see your emails.
Wisconsin Dells 53965.
Appreciate that, Teresa. I
She
seen
does
your
not
email.
currently have a telephone number. Her date of birth is of 92. She is currently receiving SSDI and therefore is not employed. She has a history of making court dates except for 2 occasions. In 2017, she had a bench warrant issued, but 2 days later it was withdrawn without a hearing. Then she had another missed court in a CT matter, and that was restored to a signature bond within a week.
You said, well, they searched the dump today or yesterday, so that's a recovery. That is a recovery.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the DA, and then my understanding is there are some victims that wish to speak. They do have a right to speak on the subject of bail only today. And then I will give Attorney Larson the last word before I make a decision. Attorney LaBrie.
Commissioner, the state is asking for $15,000 cash bail. We're asking for no contact with co-defendant Jesse Vang. We're also asking for no.
So hold up. They when she just said the charges were what? Did she say CA? Is that what she said? Is that what she said? It was for child abuse, right? Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate the support, as always.
Judge Dietz has already found probable cause. That was done yesterday with an affidavit submitted to the judge. So probable cause has been established by a circuit court judge. The state feels that the cash bond is warranted based upon the facts that are listed in the affidavit before Your Honor, as well as the fact that she intentionally sent that child for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residence. She was aware of the tactics used,
Frank
and the
Clank.
lack of care provided. This was an intentional thing by her. And on at least 2 occasions during the interviews, she has provided false information on her whereabouts during the past week. So there is a concern of providing.
So she provided false information about where she was? Huh. Okay. That's a red flag.
False information to officers. So
That's a red flag.
Additional charges of obstructing that will be coming. She does not reside in Manitowoc County. She does have, as Attorney Larson referenced, some prior matters. She has 17 CT 752
Sure
out of
don't.
Allegheny County, where I counted 4 missed court appearances. February 1st, 2018, where a bench warrant was authorized. That was returned on warrant February 9th. May 16th, 2018, bench warrant was issued. Return on warrant was May 23rd. On August 14th, 2018.
Thank you, D.
failed to appear for the plea hearing. Bench warrant authorized. Return on warrant October 19th. November 6th, 2018. Failed to appear. Bench warrant returned on November 15th. Then in 17 CT 236 out of Allegheny County, there was a missed court on June 21st. The return on warrant was June 23rd. She also has 2 prior disorderly conduct convictions, one from 2015 in Allegheny County and one from 2011 in Winnebago County. I think based upon her lack of ties, the seriousness of the offense, the prior missed court appearances, that a significant cash bail is warranted, and I would ask the court to impose that with the other
Miracles
conditions
happen all the
requested.
time.
Thank you.
And I'll just review, it was the no contact with persons under the age of 18 and no contact.
He was there the whole time.
Correct.
Happy faces.
All right, so at this point, the victims that wish to speak can come up. You need to come up to one of the microphones. You do not need to identify yourself.
I boosted it, so you should hear now. Oh, that's one of the reporters we seen earlier right there. Thank you, Angelica.
Okay. My family and I are requesting a no cash bail. They are the last 2 to have seen our baby Elijah, and at this moment are the prime suspects. So until we find.
So they're saying that's a family member coming forward and saying we request no bail, and that they are the prime suspects in the disappearance of Elijah.
The truth.
Listen
as
to this.
The whereabouts of Elijah. We like to make sure that these 2 are readily available for questioning. And in the case where bail is given and made, we ask that the person on bail will have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 years old and the families of the victim. That is all I have.
Right, thank you.
It's true. Very true. I know about that.
Or no? Okay. All right, that's the only victim that wishes to speak. Attorney Larson.
Commissioner, I would just indicate that Ms. Bauer does not have any cash to post. She does receive SSDI. She does qualify for an attorney through our office, and she has no significant assets. I understand that she lives in Wisconsin Dells, but she does reside in the state, and she will appear at all future court dates. We ask that the court take those factors into consideration.
Take it into consideration. No cash bail. That's great.
This court has neglect charges before it fairly regularly. This case, though, has drawn the attention because we have a missing child involved. And that, of course, pulls that court's feelings and emotions and heartstrings for the care of the child, but it doesn't change the nature of the charges from any other neglect case.
Yes.
And I think we have to keep that in mind too, that that's what we have right now. I've seen the probable cause statements. I know there's more specifics about the alleged behaviors, tactics, as I believe Attorney LaBrie referenced it. I suspect that as charging decisions are made, there could be other charges added.
Yeah, no, I know what it is.
The mother, though, was not present. She knew. That makes it the party to the crime or enabling the behaviors. The lack of immediate ties to the community are something I can consider. The likelihood that there would be additional misses. While the family is saying low cash bail, they want the individuals to be available. If they're in the jail, potentially they are available. Now, the other consideration besides the alleged crimes, to also consider the ability of a person to abide by
Yeah, but my thing is though is I get that if they're in a jail, yeah, you're able to get to them, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna talk. I mean, they're lawyered up, but at least you have them there, and if they do find them, and who knows what they have for evidence, phone pings. There's a lot of things that play into an investigation. We all know that as people who follow true crime constantly. We're always following true crime, right? So we know that in an investigation comes evidence in phone records, traveling, CCTV, questioning all over, canvassing areas. There's a lot that goes into this. So, where they're searching at is interesting. The parts of the places they searched, it's all very interesting. I wonder if they're there for a reason. We'll see. And that dinosaur shoe, I want to know more about it.
Which means are they able to post? And it would not
The mom.
appear that Ms. Bauer on her own is able to do so. I do not know if she has resources as she reaches out to her extended family that would be able to assist her in posting bond. I thank Attorney Labrie for mentioning that Judge Dietz had already taken care of citing the probable cause statements. There's no doubt that the information does meet that standard.
336, you're in the mix. What's going on? That's funny. Let me look up that number. Who call him?
I am going to
Hanging
set
up like
cash
that.
bail.
All right.
At this stage, the $15,000, while substantial, is also appropriate. I'll set that amount with the two conditions: no contact with any persons under the age of 18, no contact with the
NYC.
co-defendant, Jesse Bang.
Or NC.
And everyone knows the name, so I'm just going to use it. I don't think there's any point, and we don't usually protect the co-defendant. We've been putting the names in the documents. Now, the next hearing will, of course, be
Green
on
Bay, Wisconsin.
Monday. Following usual practices. I don't know where we'll be on Monday.
Yeah, as well become a YouTube.
For court, that
Thank
will
you. I
be
appreciate
in
that.
branch. We're moving to 3, are we not on Monday? Yes. February 26th, 1:30, branch 3. Failure to appear, a warrant would be issued. You have the right to be represented. As noted, public defender will be representing, at least at this stage. And I believe that's everything. So thank you.
What's up, Darlene?
The room.
Not one word. So not one word out of her that whole entire time. It's like eventually you're gonna break though, right? Come on now. How does she get SS? You have to have a lot of work hours to, and yeah, she has to be on SSI. Are they going to bring in? Oh, they're bringing in him. Okay, let's scoot up to it. All right, there he is.
All right, we are prepared. We'll go back on the record. This is Jesse Bang. Mr. Bang is referred for child neglect.
Hold on, Michelle. Welcome.
There is a probable cause statement. I'll just jump ahead and assume that.
Again, if you're just coming in, make sure you hit the like button and share this. It's free 99. I don't care about donations. I don't care about none of that. Just hit the like button and share it. Whatever platforms you guys are on. We are covering the story of Elijah View. He is missing out of Wisconsin. There has been 2 people arrested, but there's some things going on here. There's an investigation. Things aren't adding up, so they're finding. They found a reason to hold him. I get that. They got him on child abuse, and it's a lot of weird things going on in this case. And it's aiming towards this guy and possibly mom, allegedly. None of the story is making sense. Again, as I sit here and try to gather all the facts of this case, this is another situation that is just like Quinton Simon. Very, very similar. Very, very similar. I mean, right by a trash can, dinosaur shoe. Like, come on now. It's hitting right up on a Quinton Simon type situation. So it's only a matter of time before either they speak or the police find this little boy and searchers find this little boy. It's only a matter of time. And if they don't, maybe they have some other type of evidence of, blood evidence. They have his vehicle. I heard people are telling me they have his vehicle, so they're definitely dusting that down to see if anything is inside that shows. But also looking back at the couple shots of him being in this, I don't know, was that a barber shop? I don't know what that is, what place they're in, but there's pictures of him sitting at a table and then them standing up.
Signed probably.
Oh yeah, anyone's more than welcome to call in. I don't care.
I don't have that copy. That is the only charge here as well today. Attorney Larson.
Mr. Vang's address is
Anybody's more than welcome to call in. You can call in right now.
in Rivers. His phone number is.
What's going on, C? Shout out to you.
His date of birth is of 84. He is currently self-employed. I looked at CCAP over the past 10 years.
It's okay.
In the 2012 case, there were no misses. It also appears that he's on a federal detainer or federal supervision.
I had heard that bit of information as well. Attorney LaBrie?
Commissioner, the state is asking for $20,000 cash. We're asking for no contact with the co-defendant, no contact with any children under the age of 18, as well as absolute sobriety. The defendant, as the court had noted, probable cause has been found by Judge Dietz already. He was the actor that was here in the community dealing with the victim and
what's going on,
utilizing
Courtney?
the
Welcome.
discipline and the tactics as well as the lack of care. I think there is sufficient probable cause that has also been confirmed by the judge in the affidavits that have been submitted. I am concerned about his appearance in court. He has recently been convicted in 2017 in federal court of conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine. He was incarcerated for approximately.
Okay, so is she a meth addict allegedly? You said was she? It's sitting there. What? I'd be screaming at judge. Okay, I got you. DC, to let me out to find my baby that mom knows. Yeah, she's super quiet. She didn't want to say nothing, and she quickly got up and just wouldn't even look at the camera. She sat down and looked down completely. She is completely disgusted. You can absolutely see that when she sat there in that chair. Either she's disgusted, she's going through some type of withdrawal. I think it's a little bit of both, maybe. Who knows? But she definitely wouldn't look up at that camera for long. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. I wish they would stop calling him caregiver. Right? The purple SSID. Oh, we're still talking about that in chat. Either way, there's one version where you can get it, and then there's another version that goes based off your income of what you made. I know that for a fact. Were they waiting on food, Cindy Davis?
6 years as a result of that and was on supervision when this occurred. I believe there is currently a hold, but that is also being reviewed. He does have prior record in addition to that. He had an OWI first in
The hell you mean
2003.
about time?
In 2007, he had felony bail jumping out of Outagamie County where aggravated battery and battery were dismissed and read in. He failed to appear for his arraignment on May 23rd, 2008, and the return on warrant was May 22nd, 2009. So he failed to appear for court and did not return for a year later. He also has from 2007 a disorderly conduct, 2006 resisting and obstructing out of Outagamie County. That same year, possession of cocaine and second and subsequent out of Outagamie. In 2004, delivery of cocaine out of Winnebago. That same year, possession of cocaine out of Outagamie. In 2002, battery by inmate. Also that same.
I mean, we got him around. He's selling all these drugs, and he. Come on. I mean, I get it. We all have past, but damn. I'm not me like this.
Year of child abuse out of Audrii County, as well as a fleeing an officer.
Bing bang.
He has been incarcerated a significant amount of time over the past
Love that
several
comment.
years. He also, while on state supervision in the past, has had 3 separate abscondings in 2009, 2004, and 2003. He has.
Is he an active gang member though? Is he an active gang member? She's talking about everything, all the charges. We'll go back a tad bit, but is he an active gang member allegedly? Has anybody been able to connect that together of him being an active gang member? I've seen pictures and different emails about the possibilities or him being connected to this Asian blood gang, but has anybody been able to confirm that 100%?
While on state supervision in the past, has had 3 separate abscondings in 2009, 2004, and 2003. He has contacts or family in California, Michigan, and Minnesota, so he does have resources outside the state of Wisconsin. I think a significant cash fund is warranted. I would ask for the $20,000 cash with the no contact with the co-defendant, no contact with any children under 18, as well as absolute sobriety. There was a reference in the probable cause affidavit to consumption of alcohol, so I would ask for that condition as well.
Attorney LaBrie, I just want to verify my understanding. This federal detainer is based upon and it's supervision, so it's much like a probation hold in Wisconsin.
It is similar, but he does have rights to a hearing, and I believe there was a hearing today. I don't know the results of the hearing.
All right, thank you. Okay, at this point, if the victim wishes to speak on this case as well, if there's another victim, this would be the time.
Those court ladies are clueless about gangs. Look,
no one has to, but this is the time if you wanted to.
Thank you, 13th Tower.
You think that? Okay. All right, so Attorney Larson.
Commissioner, the misses and that Ms. LaBrie cited occurred over 15 years ago. Typically, we wouldn't take those into consideration. It is referred as a child neglect. Obviously, we're aware that there's questions about whether it will remain as this charge, but currently it is this charge. He is on federal supervision. He is not going anywhere. When the state is asking for $20,000 cash on a child neglect, I think that signifies that the federal authorities are not going to be releasing him anytime soon. He does qualify for an attorney through our office. One will be appointed, but we are asking for significantly lesser cash.
I agree. They definitely shouldn't.
Well, in one way, I've already set the $15,000 on the other individual. So we have a precedent for today's purposes. And it is clear to me that taking the probable cause statement as true for today, he is the one who was present and would be responsible for any neglect resulting in the child being missing or the lack of care.
That's crazy, see?
That being the case, we'll set the $20,000. He also has a greater ability to flee and not appear. I don't know how the detainer will work. The $20,000 cash, absolute sobriety, no use of alcohol or drugs, any kind, anywhere, in any amounts. No contact with any persons under the age of 18. Just to make it clear, if there is a 17-year-old in custody, the jail rules will apply to that. That's not going to be affected by this provision. This is when you are out of custody. Additionally, no contact with
What's up, Slims?
Katrina
Welcome.
Bauer. Violation of any of the conditions would be grounds for additional charges. The initial appearance will be
I mean, my man he's
February.
what do you know? Come up off that information. How hard is it? You're already in the scopes and you can't get out the scopes, so you might as well just speak up, right? You might as well just say something. You're in the scope right now.
26th, 130 branch 3. Failure to appear, a warrant would be issued, and you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer. With that, you may leave the room.
New developments this morning in the.
And that came in quick on me. Nicely done. Okay, I got that. Show chat. Damn, 700. All right, 7. Wow. I'm looking at the votes, right? Is it just me or does this Elijah View case give Quinton Simon vibes? 755 votes. 92% of you think it does. Crazy. 92% of you think it does.
Search for a missing Wisconsin boy. An Amber Alert is still active for 3-year-old Elijah Vu. Two Rivers police say he was last seen at an apartment building on Tuesday. Now, 2 people, including the boy's mother, are in custody. Jesse Vang and Katrina Bauer were arrested on allegations of child neglect. They both have bail hearings scheduled today. 2 Rivers police is defending the lack of information being shared, saying they can't jeopardize the investigation.
Dragon.
Her date of birth is 12.
Seen it already. We've seen it. Next.
2 Rivers police have not released any new information as the search continues for this little boy, 3-year-old Elijah Vu. The boy's mother, identified as Katrina Bauer, is held in the Manitowoc County Jail tonight. She is facing recommended charges of being party to child neglect. Over the past several days, community members have pulled together to help search. Last night, family, friends, and concerned residents gathered for a prayer vigil. They prayed for Elijah's safe return. Here's what we know about the case. 3-year-old Elijah Vu was last seen at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
Right.
He was in the 3900 block of Mishicot Road. Elijah has dark blonde hair, brown eyes, weighs about 45 pounds, and is 3 feet tall. He has a birthmark on his left knee. Fox 11's Emily Matasic has been in 2 Rivers all day covering this story and joins us now live. Emily, what else have you been able to learn out there?
Yeah, Michelle, there are still many more questions than answers in the disappearance of Elijah Vu. The 2 Rivers Police Department has not said anything today as this community continues to search for that little boy. A teddy bear surrounded by candles is sitting outside the building where Elijah Vu was reportedly last seen Tuesday. A 2 Rivers Police Department squad is sitting watch too.
I have 3 of my own, and it hits my heart. It breaks my heart that this little boy is missing. And if I can do something to help, yeah, I will do it.
Community members once again showing up in 2 Rivers to help search for the 3-year-old boy.
I mean, if it was my 2 little girls, I'd want everyone out looking for them. I can't imagine how this family is feeling.
Vu's disappearance bringing local, state, and federal authorities to the table. We captured plainclothes officers going door to door in the 3900 block of Mishicot Road and surrounding area. One resident telling Fox 11 authorities were interested in any security camera footage they may have. The continued search and investigation comes.
Yeah, but in this area, like, where is the surveillance footage? I mean, I'd have to go along and look at the map here, which is obviously this is his apartment after seeing what guidance sent earlier. So along this road, I mean, who knows if they went down this way, but it looks like residential. And if you continue to go down this road, it looks like residential. Is there any cameras on the side of these buildings anywhere? This is obviously says October 2022. And what are the chances of them setting up cameras here in these areas? I mean, it's very possible. You never know. And then you got these residential spots here. I'm sure they canvassed and maybe knocked on all these doors to see, not only from this angle, but I mean, if you're familiar with investigations, you know they're going to hit everywhere. You got the cemetery across the street, which is eerie. It's very eerie from his house. And then this road down here, I don't know what's down here. If there's any stores. Is there any stores? I'm curious about that. I'll check here in a second.
Katrina Bauer, a woman who family of Vu has identified as his mother, is being held in the Manitowoc County Jail. Bauer and Jesse Vang, whose address in court records matches where the boy was last seen, were supposed to appear in Manitowoc County Court Thursday afternoon for a bond hearing. Vang is being held on a requested charge of child neglect. Bauer is being held on a requested charge of party to child neglect. Authorities not saying why the hearings were canceled, only telling Fox 11 they could appear in court on Friday. Searchers interested in the hearings, but more focused on trying to find Elijah Vu.
I'm hopeful because you have to be hopeful. In situations like this, you need to be.
And I tried to speak to Two Rivers Police today. They are the lead investigative unit on this case. They were not willing to speak with us and said to keep our eye on their social media accounts, that they would be posting any updates there. For now, we're live in Two Rivers. Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.
Emily, thanks so much. Keep on it. Police also stress that no tip or bit of information is too small. Anyone who may have seen Elijah or know where he is urged to call the number that you see on your screen, 844-267-6648.
The search for 3-year-old Elijah Vu is
ignoring
in
us
its
still?
third straight night.
I have 3 of my own, and it hits my heart and breaks my heart that this little boy is missing. And if I
What else? Neglected, abused, unknown regulator crew. Already demolished unknown. Unknown will never call in again. Never. I got them. The unknown is blocked for forever from calling in. I really doubt that the judge is gonna get this case to trial before the stuff you're talking about, the Idaho 4. That's what you must be talking about. Super sad. I don't know. I'm looking at information and stuff you guys sent me in. I'm just looking at all the information. Gang info per locals. Around town, Jesse was known as a kingpin, but his older brother, who is in prison, was higher up the ladder. Guidance. You know what? Let's hear more about it. I didn't hear that. I don't know. You said around town, Jesse was known as the kingpin, but his older brother, who was in prison, was higher up the ladder. This is per locals that are familiar with Jesse and their family.
Oh my God.
Let's see what Ellie's talking about. Eastern District. Okay, I think we were looking at this one before. No, maybe not. Street gang charge. Oh, okay. 30 individuals associated with Milwaukee street gang charged with federal offenses ranging from fraud to murder for hire. Interesting. Thank you for sending that in. What is this? Unknown regulator. 9 months ago. Unknown regulator crew, or URC 526, is a Hmong gang based out of Fresno since late 90s, known as Unknown R Crew. Yes, exactly what I said. Again, Unknown R Crew. First, as the gang was involved in rape crimes initially, they changed their name and criminal activities in the 2000s and wear red for Bloods. And this is what they look like right here. The R Crew. Is this the Chomo crew? The Chomo crew. That's crazy. Account. Hold up. We just suspended your account due to suspicious activity. Oh, yeah. That's probably from cussing people out. Who knows? That's crazy. Dang. Sounds like it. That's weird. I don't know. That's a crazy read. Just from looking at what I was seeing. And the picture is crazy too. Important. You said please. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I see that, Donna, and I know a lot about it too. Last thing, I have been in communication with family from the Views and Bar side, so any info you need, I probably have it and just have to dig. I just gave what was on hand. You said on hand arm. Any help you need, let me know. Thank you again for this, and we have putting these in chats since he loved dinosaurs. Okay. But a local that knows Jesse, him and his brother are were in the gang. Okay. So also he started his own power washing business. So on the outside, many thought he was doing better. My spidey senses on this one. As Quinton, I am also a medium. Thanks again. Shout out to you, Guidance. Thank you. And thank you for all the information too. I might have to go do a little this one's wild. This one's wild. It needs a reading too. Stephen Avery from Making a Murder was in Manitowoc County. Yep. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was addicted to that show. Unknown. I see you tried to call, but it doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work. It's over with for you, buddy. 1022. You're being sent to the joint right away. So you have to call from your real number. Sorry. Been on the phone for the past 2 hours. Missed so much of this live. So lost. You're good. We just been chilling. Digging into the information surrounding Elijah. This tragedy that matches up damn near very similar to Quinton Simon. But when are they going to find him? There's clues. They got some things. These two are arrested, right? You got Trina and Jesse that are arrested right now. On what? Child abuse charges? So there's a lot going on within this. And nobody's talking. Not one person's talking.
Can do something to help. Yeah, I will do it.
Tonight, continuing coverage on the civilian and law enforcement efforts to locate Elijah.
If it was my 2 little girls, I'd want everyone out looking for them. I can't imagine how this family is feeling.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 9 for a third straight night. Search efforts continue in and around Two Rivers for 3-year-old Elijah Vu. Fox 11's Brady Meyer is live for us outside of the Two Rivers Police Department tonight. That's where the chief released a statement on Facebook less than 2 hours ago about the search. And Brady, you read through that statement. What did the chief have to say in it?
Michelle, the biggest piece of that update was that Elijah still has not been found, and this investigation is currently still ongoing. The investigation includes several different agencies in some different way. That includes the FBI and the sheriff's departments here in Manitowoc and Sheboygan County. There have been several posts on social media and reports by other news outlets regarding searches outside the county. Chief Minor addressed that by saying, "You may have seen officers searching areas such as local rivers."
Yeah, but what local rivers are near here, though? What local rivers are near this location? I have to let's go down this street, guys. Come on, let's check it out. His apartment's back here, right? This is his apartment back there. I just want to check out some of the surrounding areas. Hold on, let me do this too. I'm out of. Okay. Got it. Let me get the right look coming up real quick. Move this over. Take me back to it. What is going on? And as I look through this area, I don't see anything. It doesn't show this part of the street for some reason. That's pretty weird. And this is right down the street. What are you blocking that for? That's weird. So you can get into the cemetery from here. I mean, just asking, but what are the chances that what are the chances and I'm just curious, like I don't know why I'm getting this thought in my head, but something with this cemetery is just catching my attention. It's just something with this cemetery. Think about it. You could just walk across the street and walk right into a cemetery in a pitch black at night. You know what I mean? Like, you just walk out your apartment, walk over here. You could literally a trash bag, a book, anything, right? Let's just jump into reality for a second. I mean, if you did some wicked shit in there or some, it does. I don't know. Who knows? But it's easy to walk across. I mean, you live right there. You live right there. The mom is an opioid addict. Prayers that these assholes get what they deserve. In my opinion, we have to start doing better for our children. There's just too many. Chatty Kit Kat says, is it possible to do a quick recap? Absolutely, that we could do a quick recap. Again, Elijah View missing. There's been some arrests in the case. His mom and the guy, again, I'll read this to you if you were just coming in. Wisconsin mother sent missing 3-year-old son to man's home for disciplinary reasons. Prosecutors say. Now it says Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, as the search continues for a missing 3-year-old Wisconsin boy. More details on the days leading up to his disappearance have been released, according to WDJT reported. In court on Friday, prosecutors shed light on the reason 3-year-old Elijah View was in the Two Rivers community when he was last reported seen Tuesday, February 20th. She initially sent that child for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residents. Manitowoc County District Attorney Jocelyn Labrie said she was aware of tactics used and the lack of care provided. This was an intentional thing by her. Labrie believes View's mother, Katrina Bauer, sent her son to the home of Jesse Vang, who used disciplinary tactics on the little boy. Bauer lives in Wisconsin Dells. Now, let me pause this too. Lives in Wisconsin Dells, and investigators believe she sent her son to Vang's house for a week, and now they are both facing charges of child neglect. Now, again, this house right here is the one I'm talking about. She sent him to this house for a week. Well, apartment, right? She initially sent him over there for disciplinary reasons for more than a week to the residents. Manitowoc County District Attorney Jocelyn Labrie said she was aware of the tactics used and the lack of care provided. This was an intentional thing by her. Labrie believes View's mother, Katrina Bauer, sent her son to the home of Jesse Vang, who used disciplinary tactics on the little boy. Bauer lives in Wisconsin Dells, and investigators believe she sent her son to Vang's house for a week, and now they are both facing charges of child neglect. The View family told us they have no idea how Katrina Bauer and Jesse Vang knew each other, and the View family has not spoken with Bauer in 3 years. Vang, who recently served 6 years in prison for the distribution of methamphetamine, is the person prosecutors believe is responsible for the child's disappearance. Meanwhile, Labrie said in court that during interviews with police, Bauer changed her story multiple times when asked where she was in the last week, so charges of contempt could be forthcoming. Elijah's family read a court statement about why they believe Bauer should not get cash bail. They are the last two to have seen our baby Elijah, and at this moment are the prime suspects. So until we find out the truth as the whereabouts of Elijah, we would like to make sure these two are readily available for questioning, as a family member spoke out. The court commissioner acknowledged Elijah's disappearance cast a shadow over Friday's hearing, but the only charges brought forward to that point were child neglection charges. That, of course, pulls at the court's feelings and emotions and heartstrings for the care of the child, but it doesn't change the nature of the charges from any other neglect case, Manitowoc County Judge Patricia Coppa said. I suspect that as charging decisions are made, there could be other charges added. Judge Coppa set bail for Bauer at $15,000 and $20,000 for Vang. Both are scheduled to be back in court Monday, February 26th at 1:30 p.m., which is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Just down the road from the county courthouse, a small cinema was the headquarters for the community's first search party efforts in Manitowoc after searching for Elijah for 2 days in Two Rivers. We're going day by day, just really doing whatever we can, anything we can, with still a lot of hope to find him, Elijah's Aunt Sue said. You know, You see a lot of this on TV. You don't realize that it's truly a reality. And so to really see this is heartwarming. It's overwhelming. The support and love. It just really shows that there are good people out there and really here to help us find Elijah. Law enforcement also ramped up its presence, though quietly, in Two Rivers. Church was used as an expanded headquarters. Okay, so they're using the church as an expanded headquarters. Another search party was organized for Saturday morning to start at 9:30 a.m. at the Nastoa Beach. I don't know how to say that again. Nastoa. Hopefully I said that right. Nastoa Beach on the north end of Two Rivers. Police say Wings of Hope and North Star Rescue will be joining the search efforts on Saturday, February 24th, which was yesterday. Anyone with information on Elijah's whereabouts is asked to contact police at 920-686-7200. Again, it's 920-686-7200. If you know where Elijah is, if you live in Wisconsin, if you were close to this area in Two Rivers, if you have video footage, maybe you are living in here right now and you just heard the name of the town and you're like, damn, I live a block away from this apartment. Check video footage if you have it. If you don't, try to remember what you've seen. You never know. I'm just saying this is pretty insane. It's a developing story. This kid has been missing. It's very similar to the Quinton Simon case with Leilani and how those things added up there. This is a very similar situation. It's heartbreaking. I don't know what's going on, but definitely the lines are open. I seen somebody call, but it didn't work, which is absolutely weird. It's probably because I got anonymous smoked. I see 501 called in. I see people calling in and it ain't ringing. Oh, well. I'm not worried about it. I'll stay busy either way. That baby is in the landfill, not the cemetery. That dude abused that child to death. Tammy says. Stacy says, thank you for covering this, T-REV. We appreciate you. Thank you, Stacy. Keep pushing it. Share it out. Share the story out. Share articles. Everything that you could possibly find. Share it out there. Anything. Pictures. It doesn't matter. You never know, because you never know who's going to see it, whose heart it's going to catch, and who else is going to share it. The other Aaron, we have to do better for all children.
Bing bang.
Belinda, if there were any people recently buried in that cemetery, I would check their graves for ground disturbance, possibly hiding. So that's what I was thinking in my head is when I seen the cemetery across the street. I'm just being honest. It's exactly what you just said. It's exactly what I was thinking in my head and why I'm looking at the cemetery like, damn, was that the idea here? Did they check this cemetery? Did they check it? Maybe they have. Maybe they haven't. Who knows? I think she sold him, Lucky says. I see more people calling in, unknown, but it ain't coming through. I'm glad unknown ain't getting through. That's for damn sure. What is that? All right, there we go. 757 from heaven. What's going on? You're live.
Hey, Trav.
What's going on, Donna? I seen your email too.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
What's going on?
No, just
this
calling
case is
about
wild, right?
It is. It reminds me. I mean, there's so many different cases, but this one reminds me of our Cody Bigsby down here, where he disappeared from an apartment complex. His dad did it, but they never found. I don't think they still found his body yet. They haven't found it yet. But there was a lady here down this way also who sent her child to the landfill, to the steam plant. So, he could be anywhere. The thing that kind of got me, I was listening to you when you said cadaver dogs. And I'm wondering, it's kind of silly, but, can cadaver dogs go into a cemetery and not trigger? I mean, if you really think about it. I mean, that would be an interesting, because there's a lot of dead bodies there,
I just thought that in my head. You know what I mean? Was that the plan here? Allegedly, I don't know this to be true, and I'm just speculating. But when you look across the street, I mean, you might get some ideas if you're in that type of mind frame of taking someone's life.
Well, there's been cases known that they look for graves that have already been dug, and they put bodies in the hole and cover them with dirt, so that when they have a funeral, the the casket goes on top of them, and nobody even knows they're there. I've read cases in the past that were similar to that. Because sometimes them tents are up, they're up for a while, covering those holes, and all it covers them is a piece of plywood. So, but personally, I just get this gut feeling that, I think that if there was discipline, he was overly disciplined and injured and unfortunately possibly died, in the process of that. But that just seems so weird to me. Are these guys related? This is what I'm kind of confused. Is this like a brother and a cousin, or is this like two cousins? Because don't they have the same last name? The Jimmy and what's the other guy's
Jesse, was it
name?
Jesse View, Jimmy View, or something like that? I was looking at their
Okay,
things
so to me, it's like, are they cousins? Is that the reason why, maybe because he's in jail, he said, let his cousin or whatever handle the discipline on that child if he gets out of hand or whatever.
I mean, he looks like he's crying in this video. That was a good point that a caller made earlier when they called and they said that in this footage or in these shots that I put up, it looks like he was crying. It does look.
The one at the table, especially.
Yeah, at the table for sure. The one to the left, I don't. Yeah, I mean, he looks. It's hard to see with the lettering and the smear in the picture, but
yeah, the one at the table looks like he's being disciplined, but he's being talked to, and like he might be crying. I mean, to be honest with you, this last week is just so. Where's humanity? Where's the humanity in these, in this world right now? I mean, children are so precious, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that this has happened to another child, But if they're looking in, I'm with you, and I think it was another caller that said if they're looking in the landfill, they have something, They just don't. It takes a lot of resources to go into the landfill, especially the FBI. It takes a lot of resources to search. So my gut's telling me they found something, and it's leading them to that landfill, because that's exactly what happened here. With this little Noah that I was telling you about. They caught a lead, or they found something they never really said, and it was like automatically everybody was in the landfill. The FBI and everybody was digging through trash. And fortunately for his family, she didn't drop him off at the landfill. He was dropped off in a bag at the steam plant, and they hadn't rolled all that trash into the steam plant, so they were able to recover his body. But there's so little. I mean, it doesn't take much. It wouldn't take much to dispose of a little child that size, So
no, absolutely not.
But I hope. I mean, it's been 5 days now.
Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been, I don't know. Hold on, let me look at the exact date. I don't want to get that wrong. I think it's been more. Yeah. Missing. I remember when it came out, people came in chat and we were covering Audrii.
Right, I remember that too, but I couldn't remember what day that was. I mean, it was just kind of like I remember seeing it pass through, but we were like so immersed into the Audrei's case that every once in a while a little thing was said here and there, and I did see it in Discord. But
February 25th, I'm looking at a 3-year-old Wisconsin boy is missing after the mother sent him to a male friend's home for disciplinary action. Little Elijah View was last seen by an adult caregiver around 8 a.m. Tuesday at a residence in Two Rivers, police said. He was reported missing shortly before 11 a.m. that day, prompting an area-wide search that has since expanded to both land and water. Two Rivers Police Chief Ben Mineret, that's what it looks like, Menard or Menard, whatever you say it, said late Saturday that 2 days after Elijah vanished, the child's mother, Katrina Bauer, and her friend Jesse Wang were both arrested on suspicion of child neglect in the case. So they got something there.
So you're looking at 5 days, so that in itself is a sign that, something serious has happened to this child, but it's just crazy. And it just makes you wonder, why supposedly that one clip you read where he's like, she was never away from her child. They were stuck together. She was always with him, blah, blah, blah. And then, but she's going to drop a kid off for 5 days or a week to some guy's house to discipline him. What kind of discipline are you talking about? How much discipline does a 3-year-old really need? And what kind of discipline are you talking about? That in itself is crazy to me. So, but yeah, I just wanted to. My initial thought was when you were talking about the cadaver dogs, and then I led into other things. But if you really think about it, that's kind of where I was going. Can they really pick up? I'm curious. If anybody handles dogs, I'm kind of curious how that works because I've never heard of that.
I mean, that was my initial thought too, is would they be able to pick up on that? And that's why I was thinking in my head with the cemetery across the street. I was like, whoa.
Hey, and that's a lot of real estate over there. That's a big cemetery.
It is.
So,
I was looking at it. It goes way down there. I was like, whoa, this thing goes like you could literally walk into that, turn right, and walk all the way down.
Hey, that reminds me of Granby Street. It's a big cemetery.
Big. Yeah, I remember the Granby Street Cemetery too.
All right, everybody have a good night. Love you guys, and it's great live. We've had some really good calls.
Yeah, thank you, Donna. We're just diving in. I'm diving into this, picking up on some information. With very little, like I said, I jumped through a few articles and was like, "Whoa, this is like I said earlier, Quinton Simon vibes all over again." So. Thank you for calling in, Donna. Thank you for giving your input and thoughts on this. And I will be in contact with you soon. I've seen your email. So thank you.
All right. Thanks, Trev. Love you.
Love you back. Thank you. Shout out to Donna. We appreciate Donna. Salute to Donna. I see you, 920. Elijah View. 2/24/2024. This was made, okay? This is some updates and things on it from the time. 2/16/24. Photo of Elijah and Jesse allegedly at a car shop. We cannot this here in a minute, or I'll just continue all the way in the timeline right here. 920, you're on the show. Talk to me. Yeah, that's awesome. You're great. You did awesome. Again, 2/16 photo of Elijah and Jesse allegedly at a car shop. We cannot confirm this was 100% them, even though it was confirmed by the shop owner. 2/20/2024, Jesse allegedly took his older child to school, came home, took a nap, and by 11, when he woke up, Elijah was gone, and Jesse reported him missing. 2/20/24, items were found, then resembled Elijah's. We cannot confirm if they are his 100%. 2/20/2024, Jesse View, Elijah's caretaker, was taken into custody at 11:48 p.m. at night. Now, 2/21/2024, Katrina Bauer, Elijah's mother, was taken into custody at 3:48 a.m. So obviously something from 2:20 to 2:21 in this little time, something happened to where they wanted to get them in there. They wanted them in there and they wanted them behind bars. 2/22/2024, landfill search started. 2/23/2024, Katrina was charged with party to child neglect and a bail was set at $15,000, and Jesse was charged with child neglect and his bail was set to $20,000. Again, who was it called in earlier? I think it was Guidance that called in earlier and said that they have to pay that full amount. It's different in Wisconsin, so you have to pay the full $15,000. He'll have to pay the full $20,000. Now here it says, we also know Katrina has lied about her locations. We do not know which location, but she did say Katrina was not present when Elijah went missing. Also, it says, we know that Jimmy View is Elijah's father, who has been incarcerated before Elijah went missing. We know that Katrina sent Elijah to Jesse's home for disciplinary reasons. We know that Elijah's family is asking anyone and everyone to keep searching on foot for Elijah. There is a group discussion and a meeting place at the Mikado movie theater in Manitowoc mornings at 9 a.m. And there is the little picture of him. He said, what the hell was that? I don't know. Somebody grunting. They're probably upset that their unknown calls are blocked. You never know. It's 920. What is 920? Let's look up this number that just called and it did that. See if the name comes back to. Tyler. Oh, is that right, Tyler? Yep. What's going on, Elser? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You mute this back, pull this back up.
And landfills, and that is
The
correct.
11-year-old.
He goes on to say, we will leave no stone unturned. You'll continue
What
to see
11-year-old?
similar large-scale searches as
Oh,
we
his
receive
kid?
tips and continue our search for Elijah. As they did last night, police are asking the
Hold
public
on,
to
Andy.
remain vigilant, continue to check their property and surveillance cameras. We also know that Katrina Bauer, identified by family as Elijah's mother, along with Jesse Vang, are behind bars. Both are due in court tomorrow afternoon. Bauer is being held on a recommended charge of party to child neglect, while Vang is facing a recommended charge of child neglect. Chief Minor did not say when police will provide another update, but whenever we get it, we'll be sure to provide it for you both here on the air and on our website on fox11online.com. I'll be back as well tonight at 9:30 and 10 to continue to share more from what Chief Minor had to say in his update. But for now, reporting live in Two Rivers, Brady Meyer, Fox 11 News.
All right, Brady, thanks so much for that perspective. Police are also reminding everyone that no tip or bit of information is too small in this case. Anyone who may have seen Elijah or know where he is are urged to call the number on your screen. That number is 844-267-6648.
As we near the end of the day, it marks another day. The 3-year-old Elijah Vu is still missing.
Yeah, these are older. These are older clips. These are older clips. I see. I mean, we're caught up to mostly all the information. And again, this was one of the last that he was seen on this picture and this picture at the table. And this, where is it? Is this a barber shop or something? He looks upset. He definitely does look upset in this picture. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely does. I thought his tattoo says Lopez something. This one? I don't know. That does look like 920 to me. Lopez. It looks like 920 to me. We do got the Facebook. Just so everyone knows, you guys seen this. I've already read it at the beginning. I'm kind of thinking about doing a little boxy time. Aaron, Lizzie, what? You said I have the worst feeling from seeing the picture. Yeah, from seeing this picture right here. Looks highly upset. And I'm sure they got this phone. I'm sure they got that. Pick is at Auto Shop. Okay, so they're at some, obviously. Oh, yeah, that's right. What is that? NAFA in the back? NAFA batteries. Looks like an auto shop. It was a car service placed like a lube place, right? I'm up for it, as you know. I know a lot of you are. Mama 5 Kings, what's going on? With the car battery display rack mechanic shop, my guess. The West Twin River flows right near the apartment. That's a car mechanic place. I see a lot of Let's Do It. Napa dealer. Looks like the Twistin'. I'm thinking about it. I see some who want to go, huh? I'm thinking about it. What we've been on for what, 3.5 hours? Well, damn, I'll probably do like 3.5 over there too, and 4. You never know. It depends. It depends on the energy. But again, share this story out. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm gonna end this stream right now. Comment below. Also, again, I've been saying it. Looking for a couple new mods. I done removed about 25 of them. So if you're looking and you're good with people and you can welcome people into streams and be nice and have an open mind and have open conversations without attacking people, hit me up if that's you under the comment section right now under this video. Also, share this video around. Share every article you can find about Elijah around. That's the only way he could be found, is if you share these articles and these pictures and different things that have been displayed here tonight, and you can find them everywhere. I will post them up. I will share them myself on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm about to go live on my second channel. Make sure if you want to pull up over there, you pull up on me. Love you guys. Again, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate the love to the channel. Thank you. Everybody who came by showed love. I don't care if you commented. I don't care if you're green. I don't care if you're completely white like Kimmy is. I love you all. Thank you for coming by and joining me and putting in your thoughts and opinions on this case. We got more to dive into with this. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna end this right now. Screw an outro and all that. I'm gonna end this right now. Comment under the stream right now. Boom, bing bong.